Welcome to the Samwelb12 Experience.
And you're watching the Samwelb12 Experience.
Marner closes it down! Yes! 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 They score! Oh! Morgan Riley ties the game!
Hey, what's up, everybody? We are back. It's Saturday night, and it's time to fight. It is hockey night tonight. Unbelievable. Here we go. The Toronto Maple Leafs, the Winnipeg Jets kicking it off. This is going to be epic. It's going to be such a blast. Always nice to see the Leafs and the Jets going toe-to-toe, two Canadian teams doing it up. So welcome in, everybody. Jacob, how's it going? Not My Circus, Coaster Mom in the house. Hey, Triton, what's up, buddy? Dallas coming live from the Elvis Festival. Welcome in, Dallas. Oh, glad to see you here. Hope you have a great time tonight. KP in the house. Crystal Palace, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. Lucas, how's it going? Again, happy belated birthday. It was your birthday a couple of days ago. Hope you're not feeling too much older. Welcome in, Noah. How's it going? Fine, young sir, and welcome in, everyone. Francisco, hello. Man, this is going to be a good game. Of course, last game, and of course, it happens to be the night we take off. The Leafs, the Dallas Stars, Nick Robertson gets his debut, and what does he do? Puts in 2 goals, getting that key overtime winner. What a debut for Nick Robertson. We're going to see him again tonight. Dean, welcome in. Glad to see you. So here it is. Here are the lineups for tonight. We're going to kick it off with the Jets. Kyle Connor, he's going to get the start with Mark Scheifele and Mason Appleton. Then the rookie sensation, Well, I'm maybe exaggerating a little bit, but he's darn good. Cole Perfidi, he's in there with Pierre-Luc Dubois and Blake Wheeler. We got Morgan Barron with Adam Lowry and Saku Menelinen. And then on the grind line for the Jets, Axel, not Axel Foley, not Axel Rose. It's Axel Johnson Failby with David Gustafson and Sam Gagner. Of course, Sam Gagner bounced around. He spent some time with the Oilers, spent some time actually with the Toronto Marlies a couple seasons ago. Back on the D-line for the Jets, Josh Morrissey is in with Neil Poink. Brendan Dillon with Nate Schmidt and Logan Stanley with Dylan DeMelio. Connor Hellebuyck is projected to get the start tonight. Scratched is Kyle Kopanico and Dominic Tonato. Dylan Sandberg is out, as is Nicholas Ehlers. Now let's switch gears to the one and only Toronto Maple Leafs. Here it is. The bad boys, the big boys, kicking it off, of course, together again. The three amigos, Michael Bunting, Austin Matthews, and Mitch Marner. Then we're going to see no change in the second line. Nick Robertson is back. Back in black. Okay, that's enough. Nick Robertson back with John Tavares and William Nylander. Then some changes on the third and fourth line. Alex Kerfoot and Callie Yarncroc are together again. This time they're going to be paired up with Kyle Clifford. Clifford making his appearance here today. Rippin' Flippin', what's going on? Welcome in. On the fourth line, Zach Austin Reese. He's in with David Kempf. And also making his debut appearance today, Wayne Simmer in for the Leafs. Back on the D-line, Morgan Riley and TJ Brody together. Rasmus Sandin and Justin Hall. Mark Giordano and Victor Mete. Mete getting his second consecutive game coming in. Of course, an injury to Jake Muzzin is going to allow that space to open up for Mete. And Ilya Samsonov, a.k.a. Samsonov, a.k.a. Sammer, is coming in to get the start between the pipes for the Leafs. Mulligan, Kral, Abe Kubel, and Pierre Engvall, all healthy scratches for the Leafs tonight. Timothy Liljegren is still out with that hernia. Jordy Ben with the groin. Matt Murray with the abductor muscle. And, of course, Muzzin with the neck. And with the neck injury for Muzzin, we don't know if or when he is going to return to the lineup. He's obviously going to be out for some time. A neck injury is a very, very serious injury. So they're going to let him take some time and recover and kind of decide what he wants to do. It's been quite the season for both these teams, really kicking it off. Taking a look at the players to watch. Who is top of the game? Well, in the last 5 games, have we even played 5 games? We're barely there. This is the Leafs 6th, the Jets 5th. But over the early stretch of games, Morgan Riley leading the way, 5 points for the Maple Leafs. 4 points for the Jets. Willie Nylander and Neil Poink both tied with 3 goals apiece. Riley, all 5 of his points are coming on the assist front. 3 assists for Morrissey. And of course, in the plus-minus category, Giordano is kicking it with a +3. It's going to be interesting to see how these two teams can fend off each other and who's going to get the early start. Winnipeg definitely has the ability to keep up with Toronto's speed. Toronto has to find their speed. They've certainly not been coming out and making the best of it over the last little while. Toronto has a 1-game win streak, obviously, going in and taking that win against Dallas just the other night. And the Winnipeg Jets are on a 1-game losing streak as they just lost to Vegas by a score of 5-2. Looking before that, Toronto had that embarrassing loss to the team we don't like to talk about, the Arizona Coyotes. Well, the Jets defeated the Stanley Cup champions 4-3 in overtime. Previous to that, they lost to the Dallas Stars and won against the Rangers. Well, before the Arizona game, Toronto had wins against Washington and Ottawa, but that opening season loss against Montreal. So also a few things to talk about. A couple games in action earlier today. The St. Louis Blues downing the Edmonton Oilers by a score of 2-0. Great start to the season for the Blues. And the Ottawa Senators taking it to those Arizona Coyotes by a score of 6-2. So those are kind of the games that were played earlier today. There are a couple still in action. We'll get to those a little bit later. But if you didn't know, we're running a fantasy pool. In that fantasy pool, we had our draft just a couple of nights ago. It was a whole lot of fun. So thank you to everybody who watched it and participated and hung around. Here is who's in first and who's in last. And we're going to update this with the live fantasy scoring all night long. Detroit Damien's Dazzle Dogs is currently in first place, only a 2-point lead over Marcel's Pleasant team. Back at the bottom of the line, the two last place teams, Jordan's Disney Wish, he's currently sitting in 9th, and in 10th place is What the Puck. So those are kind of both ends of the spectrum. We're going to watch it all night long with the live scoring to see where these teams end up moving. There's already movement across the board in the middle, so that's why we're going to watch it. So thank you for joining us here on this Saturday night. The teams are just about to come in and take the ice as the Jets are getting all fired up in the walkway. They're on the ice now. They got the lights down low. They're announcing the starting lineups. They're going to have the anthem kicking it off shortly. Then we'll be able to jump over to the game screen. If you're just coming in and joining us and this is your first time, thank you for coming in. My name is Sam. This is the Samwelb12 Experience. We appreciate you choosing us to hang out with during the Leaf game. Make sure you do hit that like button. All the likes help. And of course, if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe as well. I think the Coyotes are going to win the cup. Not going to lie. Jacob, you're grounded. So it's going to be a good game. No, the Coyotes have zero chance of even getting into the playoffs, let alone getting close enough to the Stanley Cup. The only way the Phoenix Coyotes are going to get a chance to get their photograph with the Stanley Cup is if they go to the Hockey Hall of Fame next time they're in Toronto and pose. Enough about those Arizona Coyotes. We're here to talk about the Maple Leafs, and it's time for these Maple Leafs to get going. It's time for the big guns to start pulling the trigger, and I'm talking about Austin Matthews. I'm talking about William Nylander, John Tavares, and of course, Mitch Marner. They just haven't been getting it done. Although, I will say, the one player on that Marner-Matthews line who is getting it done is the one and only Michael Bunting. Michael Bunting, through 5 games, he's got 4 points, a goal, and 3 assists. And he's a +1, which is really, really a good start for him. Marner, same thing, 1 goal, 3 assists, 4 points. He's an even. Matthews, 1 goal, 2 assists for 3 points, and Matthews is a +2. We'd like to see those guys get going. Nylander has actually been doing okay. He's got 5 points, 3 goals, and 2 assists. John Tavares, he's a -1, also sitting with 5 points. So we need these guys to get going. We need them to step up and really make the difference. On the defensive end, our D has not been great. When you look at our starting pairing, host, come on, you're slacking. You still haven't restocked the freeze. No, Triton, I have not restocked the freeze. I do need to get in and take a look at that. Taking a look, Morgan Riley, he's sitting a -4. He's got 5 points, all assists, but he's a -4. That hurts. TJ Brody, on the other hand, he only has 1 point, 1 assist, and he's sitting as a -3. So that hurts big time. When you take a look at the Jets and how their scoring is panned out, Pierre-Luc Dubois, 3 points. He's a -3. Kyle Connor is a huge point machine previously. He only has 2 points so far through 4 games, is a -2. So it looks like their big guns are also having some issues. Scheifele through 4. He's got 3 points, 3 goals, which is awesome, but he's sitting at -3. Not the way you want to start it off. You don't want to go through these first few games with those big minuses on the board. Now, if you're new to hockey and you're just hanging out, what is pluses and what are minuses? Well, every time you're on the ice and it's even strength, so 5-on-5 hockey, and you score, everybody on the ice gets a plus, means you are on the ice for a goal. It's like getting a little check mark or a gold star. You did something good. If you are on the ice and the team scores against you, well, that's a minus. You were bad. You gave up a goal. Shame on you. You get that check mark taken away. You get the X. So that's what they do. If you're on the ice when a goal is scored against your team, you get a minus. If you're on the ice and your team scores a goal, you get a plus. The idea is you want to be way high on the plus side and not so much on the minuses. Okay, anthems are done. The goaltenders, the keepers are in between the posts that hold the twine, and it's time to get going. Let's flip over to the game screen and get this ready to rock. It is going to be a battle of Hellebuyck and Samsonov. Which goaltender is going to be able to get it done for their team tonight? Nick Robertson looks like he's going to be on to start it. Fire it up. Can't wait to see what he can do. So they're just coming in. Everyone getting the smelling salts ready. There it is. Puck is dropped. The Jets are going to win this one, and they're going to bring it off to start the game. We're going to get this widget loaded up properly. It will show us who's on the ice. All right, we're going to hide it until it gets going. They may just not have brought it up yet. So we will bring that back shortly. Leafs are going to dump it down into the Winnipeg zone. Here comes the Peggers. Winnipeg. Bring it up the ice, sending it all in, and there's Robertson to make a nice defensive play. Gets it up ahead. Here comes Tavares, cutting in, top of the circle. He stops, sends it in front. Little tip there by Bunting as they're on a line change, and Bunting got a nice shot on net. Comes back to Bunting, tries to feed it in front for Marner. Marner misses it. Comes back to Bunting. He's going to knock it down. Can't hold it in. The Jets are pushing it out. Comes out over the line. Toronto's going to dump this one right back in. They're giving chase. There it is, Triton firing up Carlton the Bear. Cartoons and collecting, what's going on? What's your prediction tonight? I'm going to predict the Leafs are going to come out on top this one by a 2-goal margin. I'm saying the Leafs by 2 is my prediction. I'd love to know what you guys think in the chat. Drop your predictions and where you think this game is going to go. Here comes Bunting. He's going to pick it up, and he's going to dump it in as they're going to go in and make some changes. Get everything back together. Here comes Toronto. They pick it up, and they're going to dump it right back in. Toronto putting the pressure on early, which is just what we need to see. Let's see if it's working now. There we go. Got our on-ice players alive and cooking. Back behind is the Jets bringing it into the Maple Leaf zone. Leafs moving it around. It comes back to the line. Jets holding it in. Nice little pass out there. Jets numbers are a little hard to see. Their red is like a dark red on those dark blue jerseys. A little tough to read. Here comes Lowry. He's going to dump it in. Back behind the net with no stick is a Winnipeg Jets player. He's being held up. It was Gagne. Gagne just trying to bump his body around, trying to help out. Now he's going to go get a new piece of lumber. Here's Toronto behind the net. Carrying it around, and he's going to pass it back and forth. Leafs looking to improve their breakout play. Here they come. Sandin going to carry it in. Puts it over to Clifford. Clifford going back to Sandin, but that's kicked away. The Jets passing it up. Here they come. Jets carrying it in. And little takedown there. Kempf with a nice little takedown. Comes back in the side. Toronto Kempf going to play it back. And they're going to slow it down. Sandin with the puck. Here's Sandin. Passing it back, and Toronto going to regroup now as they're making a line change. The second line for the Leafs come on. Here's Mete. Mete gets it up. Long pass for Robertson. He passes the red line and dumps it in. The Jets Colt under Ehlebuyck up to play it along the boards. Back to the line. Toronto holding it in, but not for long. As here's the Jets picking it up, carrying it across center ice. They dump it in. Toronto, though, picks it up and sends it right back out. This is going to come the length of the ice, but not icing. Morrissey has to come back and grab it. 16:40 to go here in the first period. Long stretch pass. Toronto with 2 shots in. This is deflected in. We're going to have a quick whistle. Nice little start here for both teams. The pacing looks good. Toronto with 2 early shots. Nothing of high quality. The Jets, though, the Jets keeping pace. And this is something I expect from Winnipeg, is that they keep pace with Toronto. Gator Ghost, how's it going? Blair, what's going on? Welcome in. Nick Smith, welcome in. Thanks for joining us. Matthews and Marner, 2 goals each, going 4-2. Nick, I would love to see that happen tonight. Corey, how's it going? Here's Matthews trying to steal in front, and he breaks the stick. Couple broken sticks here early. Stolen by Marner. Marner flipping it ahead. Bunting can't quite control it. The puck was rolling on him. He had to grab it out of his jersey and put it down. He was just too close to get a shot in. Matthews back with the new wood. Gives it across. Here's Marner from a sharp angle shot. And that goes high into the netting behind. the goaltender for the Jets, Hellebuyck. Nice start here. Great start. Rick, welcome in. Thanks for joining us here. If you're just coming in, hit that like button. We'd appreciate it. And of course, hit that subscribe. We're going to have lots more Leaf action coming up this season. They are on the road doing a West Coast trip this week, so we're going to try and find another game to do during the week. Go Leafs go. That's right, cartoons. So here's a face-off in the Jets zone. It's a little bit of a scramble draw. Who's going to come away? Toronto does. They go point to point. Long shot with Kubel in front. That gets knocked down. Or sorry, Aston Reese. Long pass. Here's the Jets coming in. First shot, second shot, and they score. The Jets are on the board. The Winnipeg Jets are on the board first. Pierre-Luc Dubois. He's going to get the goal. Hall with a nice play in. Yarncroc looking for the tip. And they make it there. But the Jets coming out 3-on-3, and the Toronto just absolutely pooched it. One shot by Dubois. Samsonov goes down, kicks out the leg, and Dubois follows up on his own rebound and buries it in the pretty much empty net. So he's going to get the goal from Perfidi. And that's good for me because I believe I have Pierre-Luc in the pool. So the Jets, with a quick start in their first couple of shots, are going to jump ahead early here. Not the start the Leafs were looking for. Oh, so Sheldon Keefe has called the official over. Looks like we could get a challenge here. Looks like we could get a challenge. Are they going to challenge the offside? That's the only thing I can think of that would be challengeable. So they've watched the replay. Okay, let's take a long, close look. Yeah, that is, yeah, how do you tell? Really close. So they talked about it. They decided they're not going to challenge it. It was really, really close. So Toronto is officially going to be down 1-0. Now, the Jets, here's a fact for you. This season, this is their 5th goal. In 4 of 5 games, the Jets have scored first. So that's pretty interesting. Wheeler going to get the other assist. Perfidi and Wheeler both getting the assist there. Toronto rolls out in front. Robertson couldn't get a stick on it. Here come the Jets now, starting to work it ahead. Long pass. Scheifele sends it up. Where is it? It's just outside the line. Stolen by Robertson. Robertson breaking away. He had 3 Jets all over him. Finally dumps it down. Winnipeg back behind. Now he's going to start moving it forward. Here comes the Jets. If you're just joining us, Nick Ehlers is not in tonight's lineup for the Jets. He's still out day to day. Here's Simmons. Simmons, long pass, getting it up to Clifford. Clifford and Simmons seeing some action together here with David Kempf as the lineups are a little juggled. Comes across to Brody at the point. Brody sending it in front, looking for the tip from Kempf. Winnipeg's going to chip it out. Riley gets it up to Brody. Brody passes it in up the middle off Clifford. Clifford in, giving chase. He's going to be held by DeMello up to the boards. Here's Kempf. He's going to take a long shot. That hits Simmons and goes to the corner. Simmons in there battling hard. Clifford in there. It's 2-on-2. Scheifele's going to come away with it. And here come the Jets. Moving it out. Toronto trying to hold it in at the line. Clifford with a lot of aggression, but just couldn't do it. They're going to go switch it up as the top line comes on for the Maple Leafs. The Jets holding it back. Under 14 to go now. Shots are 4-2 Leafs, but the Jets have it up on the board 1-0. Justin Hall back behind the net, going to play it up for Marner. Here's Marner. Gets it ahead to Brody. Marner's passing has just been off by a lot. Bunting on the forecheck, leaves it there for Hall. Hall back to Marner. Marner circling around the point, takes a shot just a bit outside. Matthews back over to Hall. Hall, cross, pass to Matthews for the one-timer, and he fanned on it. Oh, he had an open net, and he just couldn't bury it. Matthews, yikes. Oh, that reminds me, I didn't make my Tim Horton picks again. Here's Justin Hall holding it in. Back around, Toronto, keeping it there. Marner going backwards, tried to reverse gravity the way it seemed and get it up to Sandin, but Sandin couldn't stop and change direction that quick. Here's a long pass in. Marner brings it in. We got a penalty coming up. Interference Michael Bunting and Dylan just going at it. Brendan Dillon and Michael Bunting just really face-to-face having some conversations. And I think it's going to be Michael Bunting that's getting the gate. And George, how's it going? I know, right? 2 shots, and both those shots were on the same play. Samsonov goes down, made a great pad save, but he gives up that rebound, and the Jets just absolutely buried it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us here. I appreciate it. Hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful weekend. We are here tonight. We are doing this game, and then the Leafs are going to go on a road trip. The next couple games they're playing are at 10 and 10:30, so we're going to bypass those, so we're probably not going to see another Leaf game until next weekend. However, we are going to look to see what other games are available up in our area, and we'll get something else scheduled. So make sure you're checking back to the channel to see what games get scheduled so you can join us for more NHL action. We certainly appreciate you all being here. Now, I want to ask a favor. First of all, if you're not subscribed, subscribe. We're 2 subscribers away from 3070. But our good friend who you see in the chat, AAU Triton, he's like 5 subscribers or less away from 600. So do me a favor, Triton, if you could drop your link, or someone could drop AAU Triton's link in there, do me a favor, go over, hit the subscribe. He does all kinds of virtual reality and technology streams. He's absolutely awesome. Let's get him up over 600 subs. So if you have not yet subscribed, do me a favor, just click over and hit that subscribe. We would really, really appreciate it. So not the start here that we were hoping to see for the Maple Leafs. They've really kind of, I don't want to say fall to pieces, but are crumbling. Matthews with a great opportunity, and he went for the one-timer, and he completely missed the puck. Something not in his style of play at all. Just completely missed it. So I'm just making my picks here. Let's pick Phil Kessel. We want Kessel to get a goal tonight. So we're making our selections. There we go. Tim Horton's picks are in. Unfortunately, because I waited so long, I only had the late games to choose from. Hey, Morgan, how's it going? Blair, thank you very much. Back. Here's Dubois giving a cross. One shot from the point. Rebound is there. Samsonov had to be quick to cover up. Very quick. The Jets here on the power play. 1.5 minutes remaining in that power play. Justin Hall with the puck trying to get it out. Toronto gets it up. Now he's going to chip it up and down the ice, and this penalty unit's going to head out and change. Here's Morrissey. He's going to drop it back. Picked up by the Jets. Jets carrying it in, dumping it through on the Leaf power play. Riley intercepts. He's going to turn and get this one out and down the ice. Nice little play there by Morgan Riley. 12 minutes to go here in the first period. 1 minute to go. 1 minute to go in the Winnipeg power play. Coming across the line, and they're going to come in. It's not offside, but it looks like we have another penalty being called. So all the players kind of looking around at each other to see what the call is going to be. It's an interference call, and it's going to be Morrissey. Morrissey is going to go off, so that's going to negate the Winnipeg power play. So Toronto is going to play 4-on-4 hockey for a minute, and then after that minute, Toronto's going to get a very brief 1 minute power play video. So Yarncroc doing a nice job to draw that interference penalty. So 4-on-4 hockey for 59 seconds. We need to get some shots. 4-2 are the shots, which is nothing for being almost 10 minutes into this hockey game. Winnipeg's going to win it, so they're going to have first puck in the 4-on-4. Here come the Jets, starting to work their way through. And they turn it over, so Toronto picks it up. Toronto's going to pass it out and almost give it away. Wow. So Hall's going to turn around and get things in order here. 40 seconds left in the 4-on-4. He's got Robertson coming across. Here's Robertson with the puck. He's going to carry it in. He's going to stop, turn around now. He sends it down deep. Robertson in there with Kempf is a very odd pairing for the 4-on-4. And the Jets are going to play this one back. 20 seconds to go. Jacob redeeming cheer, meaning I have to cheer for the Jets. Here come the Jets, breaking in, coming around. Turned over at the line. Marner stopped it. Marner turns it over again. Here's the Jets coming in. Dylan crashing into Samsonov at the net. Puck comes back out. Toronto now officially is on the power play. The Jets come in and they shorthanded. They put it just wide. Wow, Jets coming real close. Here's Matthews. He's going to drop it back. Riley going to carry it up. He's going to feed it to Marner. Marner carrying it across, trying to bring it in. He does. He leaves it there for Nylander. He's going to pass it around far side. Toronto trying to get set up on the power play. Matthews misses the pass. Gets it back to the point. Long pass in and hits Tavares. Tavares going down to Marner. Toronto cycling it around. They got 30 seconds left on the power play. Passing across Nylander, top of the circle. Nylander back to Riley. Somebody shoot the puck. Too many passes. The puck hits the inside of Matthews' skate, and he drops it. Gives it to Nylander in the slot to Tavares. Tavares scores! What a beauty! John Tavares! What a beauty goal. John Tavares, that's right. The captain gets his second goal, a beaut from Nylander and Matthews. And a completely broken play. Too much passing. Matthews gives it to Nylander in the point. Nylander moves out of the point, finds Tavares. Tavares kind of looked away. A little deke, and then he goes top corner, just sliding it in over the shoulder of the goaltender. What a great goal. An absolute beauty goal by John Tavares. Roblox codes, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Those are real soft hands by Tavares to put that one in. There's Morgan calling Carlton the Bear to join the party. It's now tied up. We're 10 minutes into this hockey game. Under 10 in the first period. Thanks for coming in, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you hit that like button. We'd appreciate it. And, of course, hit that subscribe as well. Here's Kerfy behind the net, trying to kick it out. And that's going to come all the way out. Toronto backing it up. Long pass. Here they come again. Kerfoot. He's got some numbers with him. Kerfoot gives it over. Clifford. He takes a weak shot. That gets knocked down. Tries to feed it over to Simmons. Simmons with control. Taking a look. In the slot. Long shot by Kemp. Nice save there by Hellebuyck. Kemp in the corner tries to send it around. Winnipeg steals it. No, they can't get it out. Comes all the way down. Toronto. Clifford. Nice little hit there. Oh, and he's going to get called. He's going to get called with the trip. Boo. So Clifford's going to go to the box for 2 minutes or less for taking out Schmidt. That's a pretty weak call. It was a pretty good stick check. And Schmidt goes down. But nonetheless, he's going to draw the penalty. So when they come back from commercial, it's going to be the Jets on their second power play of the game. Again, thank you for being here. Thank you for joining us. Here we are. It's a 1-1 hockey game on a Saturday night. We appreciate you guys so much for coming and joining us every day of the week, including Saturdays. So thank you. It's been a pretty wild week. Of course, this week hasn't seen a lot of hockey. We posted a lot of shorts, some good goals. A terrific game against Dallas just the other night. Saw Robertson versus Robertson, the brothers dueling it out. And of course, Nick Robertson getting the better of the two as he puts in a couple incredible goals to propel the Leafs to take down Dallas. And that's why we're seeing Nick here today. And Nick he's off to a good start. He doesn't have the same jump that he had. I think the adrenaline is kind of worn off a little bit, but it's okay. Here's an update in the fantasy hockey scoring. Detroit's Damian Dazzledog still holding on to first place, but barely. The lead is shrinking. California Golden Seals are coming up in second. Marcel's Pleasant team has dropped down to third. At the bottom, Jordan's Disney Wish has dropped down to last place as What the Puck has moved up a place. And of course, myself am dropping very, very quick. Oh, and there's another point on the board for California Golden Seals. They are really putting the pressure on Detroit Damian Dazzledog. So it's an interesting race here in the fantasy pool. We're going to keep checking in and seeing how that goes all night long. Road Warriors, what's going on? Welcome, and I'm going to a hockey game tomorrow night. Corey, that's awesome. I hope you have a great time. It's always fun to get a chance to go and see some hockey and see it live. Perfidi, he was the 10th overall pick in the 2020 draft for Winnipeg, and he's really starting to come into his own this season. So Clifford is gone for tripping. It is a 2-minute penalty. So let's see what the Jets can do this turn around. Here come the Jets. They're going to dump it into Toronto's zone, and they're going to win the battle there, chasing it down. Toronto can't let that happen. They have to win those battles and get there first. Morrissey penning it across. Big shot off the chest to Samsonov, and that's going to be deflected into the mesh behind the net. Dallas and Montreal. Corey, that's going to be a good game. Montreal's playing really, really well, starting to come into their own. Of course, the number 1 draft pick, Slafosky, he's actually just out. He scored his first goal the other night, but he's been put on day-to-day. I'm not exactly sure what he's out with, but he is out for the moment. Jets control off the face-off, coming in front. Samsonov, 1 save. Samsonov, 2 saves, although that might have hit Justin Hall. But 2 quick shots for the Jets, and they had to be sharp there. Jets picking up speed. Morrissey, he's going to bank this off the boards and send it back. Here come the Jets. Bringing it in. Connor going to bring it in, set it up. Trying to get it back. Oh, they couldn't keep it in. At the point, it was Morrissey, but it just hopped over his stick. Hall gets it back to Brody. Brody going to send it up. Just missed Robertson. Looking for a shorthanded break. So they're going make some shifts, get the next set of penalty killers on. Maple Leafs trying to get through this. They got 45 seconds left to go. They're going to send this one out and down the ice. Nylander trying to put some pressure shorthanded. They're chasing the Jets back. It's nice to see Toronto being a little aggressive on the penalty kill. Traditionally, they've been a very passive killing team. Nice steal there. And they're going to send it down as Aston Reese made a nice play to steal the puck. 20 seconds to go in the power play. Toronto's doing a great job so far here in the first period. Stolen again is Kemp. Kemp's going to hold on to it. Long pass. Tried to hit Robertson again. Couldn't quite get it through. Twice now shorthanded they tried to hit Robertson. Long pass. Hall's going to intercept. Going to bring it back to Brody. He's going to hold that. Back over to Hall. That's going to do it for the penalty. It has expired. Jets only with 2 shots on that power play. Teams are at even strength. This here's Clifford crashing in behind the net. Matthews, he gets taken down. And he's getting held. No call. Hits Clifford's skate. That's going to hop up and over the glass. So a nice start here. Toronto starting to find their legs. It took them about 14 or 13 minutes in this period to really find their legs. But they started skating right after this play. So Blake Wheeler, a nice tip from his knees on that power play. Got that first shot across. Samsonov had to be real sharp with that leg. You know, Justin Hall has seen about over 20 minutes of action in the first 4 games of this season. So Justin Hall has been a big contributor. He's made some decent plays. Back to the point. Here's Matthews trying to send it through. Bunting is looking for it. It kind of trickled through into the corner. Here come the Jets. Long pass up. That's going to get by. Mete had to be quick. Head on a swivel as Winnipeg was trying to sneak in behind him. Jets going back to the point. Cross ice to Dillon. Dillon sending it in, and there's Samsonov with the glove. He's going to catch that one and hang on to it for a faceoff. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're just coming in, hit that like. We're at 24 likes. Let's get up to 30. Hit the like, and if this is your first time, hit the subscribe. We're 2 subscribers away from 3070. So thank you all for joining us here tonight. And of course, my last favor to ask, hit that share button. Share the stream out. Any social media, Facebook, Discord, Instagram, Twitter. Share it out. It's a big, big help. Word of mouth helps our channel grow so much. So thank you. Mete going to give it across to Hall. Hall sending it to the line. Tavares brings it back in and it's stolen by the Jets. Jets far side. Wind up, big blast. It hit somebody in front. Pionk with a huge blast. Robertson can't get it. Goes behind the net. Justin Hall's there to pick it up. Under 6 now to go. Hall's going to kick it out. They have it outside. Nylander's going to slow it down. A little backhand pass out to the neutral zone. Robertson with a backhander for Nylander, and he bobbles it. The Jets are going to send it up. They're going to dump it down deep into Toronto territory. Back in to pick it up. Here's Hall. Hall turning. Long stretch pass. Trying to hit Simmons. Simmons can't handle it. Here come the Jets. Perfidi bringing it in. Circling around, taking a look. Gets it over to the point for Stanley. Stanley with a blast, and that shot is blocked. Here's Clifford. He picks it up. Little backhand down the ice to nobody except the Winnipeg Jet player. Not a good debut here for Kyle Clifford. Takes a penalty and some pretty bad passes. Brody going to give it over to Riley. Riley swinging around the boards. Nobody there. Comes across to Dylan. Dylan tees it up, and that's going to be just wide into the mesh. 91.8 mile an hour blast from Dylan. So these guys going back and forth, back and forth. Winnipeg jumped out to an early 1-0 lead. Toronto found their way back. It was Pierre-Luc Dubois and then John Tavares. Taking a look at the other out-of-town games, Dallas is up on the board 1-0 early here over Montreal. So we'll get all these out-of-town scores up and running for you. So Dallas up 1-0. Taking a look further along, it's 0-0. The LA Kings and Washington Capitals. It's 2-1 Tampa Bay over the New York Islanders. So we're going to get these scores updated. And then Columbus with a 1-0 lead over Pittsburgh. So let's bring up our out-of-town scores. And we'll have those up and we'll update them as we can. Again, thank you for joining us here. Mr. Feast, welcome in. Nice win for the Argos. Nice. I was watching a little earlier. Glad to hear that they pulled out the victory. Argos, I think, are they in first now, Mr. Feast? Are they first in the Eastern Division? I believe they are. But the Argos, after a little bit of a sluggish start, have managed to put together a string of wins and are making something of this CFL season. So always nice to see the Argos doing well. CFL is super exciting. If you've never seen a Canadian Football League game, very different from the NFL. Always worth checking out and watching a few. But we have quite the game going on here as it's 1-1. Of course, the big stars getting involved in the early couple of goals and making a game of it. So we're going to have to see how the rest plays out. So they're just coming back from commercial break. We have so much on the go for this this season that has started. So make sure you hit that subscribe and join us for lots more action. Let's see what the Leafs can do this season. Toronto, here they come, talking about the Maple Leafs, bringing it in. Top of the faceoff circle, shot, rebound for Matthews. He can't get there and put it in. Matthews coming that close. Out and down the ice. That's going to be an icing call against the Jets. So they're going to turn around and bring this all the way back. Andrew, what's going on? I might go to the Marlies game this year because they play like checkers, which is 20 minutes for me. Andrew, that's awesome. You totally should. If you have an opportunity, I highly recommend it. We usually go to a Marlies game or two every season. They're so much fun. So I highly recommend it. Puck is dropped in Winnipeg zone and Winnipeg wins it. Trying to work it out. Brody trying to pinch at the line. Can't do it. It's going to come out. Bunting making a nice play in the neutral zone. Gets it ahead to Riley. Riley going to send this out and around. Bunting and Matthews both in on the forecheck. The Jets quickly circulate it up around the boards. Matthews picks up the loose puck, gets it over to Marner. Marner leaves it for Matthews. High slot, takes a shot, and that just misses. Coming around, Marner couldn't pick up the rebound as it came off the boards. And the Jets are able to move this puck up. Stolen in the neutral zone by Bunting. Bunting, what a play, sitting on his bottom. Matthews with a nice little deke. Matthews is hog-tied and dragged to the ice. So finally, Toronto's going to get a penalty. Matthews just gets hog-tied and taken down. So the goalie's out. Toronto up with the man advantage. Trying to kick it through. Here they come. Nylander sending it in front, looking for the tip. Giordano sending it in front. Finally, the Jets are going to touch it. And that's going to be blown down. Morgan, hey there. Yes, the Argos are number one in the East. I thought so. Thank you for confirming. So a nice shift here from Matthews. He gets a nice shot off. Oh, it just hit the side of the goaltender's pad. And then Matthews from Bunting sitting on his butt. A nice play to stick handle around and get it to Matthews. Matthews gets tied up by Morrissey. And Morrissey is going to go to the box for tripping. So Toronto now has a power play. late here in the first period. Can they get the go-ahead? Let's see what they can do. Montreal is now tied it up 1-1, Dallas and Montreal. So Samsonov coming back in on Toronto's first power play. They only had one shot. So here we go. Draw in the Jets zone. Puck is dropped. Jets going to win it and come away with it. They're going to flip that around the boards, but it's held in by Nylander. Nylander goes across to Riley. Riley to Matthews to Riley. Back to Nylander, top of the circle. Goes down low. Marner to Matthews with the shot. Hits the side of the net. Nylander picks up that one. Circles it around to Tavares. Oh, Marner's down. Marner's down. He got hit hard in the corner. He's very slow to get up. Here come the Jets. Two men. Bring it in shorthanded, taking the shot. That's going to go up and around the glass. Marner finally gets off to the bench. Here comes Riley sending it across to Tavares. Couldn't get there. Here's Riley to Matthews with the one-timer going far side. That just misses. And Nylander can't grab the rebound. It's going to come out and down the ice. Sandin's going to come and grab it. We'll have to watch and see what's going on with Marner. I'd like to see a replay of what happened to him in the corner. 1 minute to go in the power play. Here's Toronto trying to gain some speed crossing the line. Long pass. They're just playing in the neutral zone. Get going, guys. Move your feet. Here they come, bringing it in. Nick Robertson plays it back to the point. Back to Robertson. To Sandin. Sandin takes a long wrister, trying to look for the tip from Yarncroc, and he gets knocked down, and the Jets are able to clear this out and down the ice. Samsonov's going to stop it there for Sandin. Here comes Sandin. Sandin's going to carry. Now he's going to drop it back. Here's Kerfoot giving it over to Yarncroc. Toronto finally brings it in. Sending it around, Yarncroc all the way over for Kerfoot. Kerfoot back to Robertson at the point. Robertson to Sandin. Sandin to Robertson with the one-timer. That hits a stick and goes just wide. 96 miles an hour, that blast for Robertson. Boy, can he whiffle it. Sandin leaves it there. Kerfoot tries to drag it around. Sandin with a blast. That's going to be high and wide. Kerfoot with the rebound. Sandin's blast to 88 miles an hour. Couple changes. Pass in front for Yarncroc. That just goes over his stick. That's going to do it. Power play has expired. Teams are at even strength. And the Jets play it down the ice. Unbelievable. Lightning on a two-man advantage for 41 seconds to start the second. Wow, Andrew, that's how you start. So they're going to go offside. Oh, Marner's face is all cut up. Oh, my gosh. Oh, Marner got checked from behind, face first into the boards. No call. His face is all cut up. That beautiful little face. Look at the punum. Is Marner okay, Lucas? I think he's okay. He seems to be okay, but he's got a whole bunch of little cuts and marks all on his face. Partially from his visor, partially from the edge of the boards. I don't know how they didn't call that hit from behind. 2-0 now, Columbus up. Oh, shoot. Paper towel, paper towel, paper towel, paper towel. Really fast. Please. Water spillage on the computer. That's too slow. I need faster. Sorry, water spillage.
You need more?
Water spillage. Water spillage.
Do you need more?
No, it's okay. As the Leafs are trying to end this first period, I'm trying to clean up. Oh no, there goes my feed. I'm pushing all kinds of buttons. I apologize. Trying to clean the water up off the computer. Think we're good. Think we're good. As Nylander, here's the Jets. Nylander trying to get it out. Pionk is going to send it high and wide. Robertson getting it around. Host, you know water and yeah, thanks, Triton. Here's Nylander trying to come through. Nylander, he's going to take a shot. That's going to go wide. 5 seconds to go in the period. Time running down. 2-on-1 for the Jets. Here's a shot at the buzzer. And that's going to be knocked down. And that's going to do it for the first period of play. Wow, that was crazy. I'm missing something over here. What am I missing? There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go to our first, before I break anything else, let's go to our first period intermission, sponsored by Cloud9 Getaways. Hey, and welcome everybody to our first period intermission. Thank you for joining us. This is brought to you by Cloud9 Getaways. Cloud9 Getaways is our travel partner, our travel sponsor. If you are, and don't mind me while I move my computer around, just cleaning up a little spillage. If you're looking to go on a trip, whether it's an all-inclusive, whether it's a cruise, whether you're looking to go to Disney or follow your favorite sports team around from venue to venue, reach out to Chris at Cloud9 Getaways because he can hook you up and help you out for just a regular, average, everyday trip or a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Want to go to the Masters? Want to go to the Indy 500? Definitely talk to Chris. Now that we got that out of the way, that was a close call. What a crazy first period it has been. Man, wow, I can't even explain. Here is how the stats break down. Pierre-Luc Dubois, he gets the first goal of the game from Perfidi and Wheeler. Then John Tavares, he comes back and gets his second from Nylander and Matthews. We're all tied up. Toronto leading the way in shots, 9 shots to 8 shots. Toronto going 1 for 2 on the power play. Winnipeg 0 for 2. In the face-off circle, Winnipeg has been dominating 60% to 40% for Toronto. In terms of block shots, 8 block shots for Winnipeg so far, only 4 for the Maple Leafs, and 1 takeaway each. The giveaways high again after the first period, 7 for Winnipeg, 6 for the Maple Leafs, and Winnipeg out-hitting Toronto 13-5. A lot of penalties we saw, 2 for each team. Michael Bunting kicked it off for interference against Dillon. Then Morrissey, interference against Yarncroc. Kyle Clifford took a tripping against Schmidt. And Morrissey again tripping against Austin Matthews. And that's going to catch you up for everything that is going on. Now, not only is Cloud9 Getaways our fantastic partner who can help you out getting a crazy vacation, he is also sponsoring our 3K giveaway, which is now underway. The contest is open. We've surpassed 3,000 subscribers. So if you have subscribed, make sure you find our giveaway video, follow all the instructions, okay? You have to follow all the instructions because at the end of this month, we're going to go through everybody who's completed all the instructions and we're going to award this brand new smartwatch. So definitely pay attention. It's there. Check it out. And if you win, I think you just have to pay the shipping and it's all yours. So thank you for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed and you want to win the watch, make sure you subscribe and find that video. So thank you to Chris and Cloud9 for everything they do. Absolutely fantastic. Now, not only is that going on, we also have our hockey pool going on. So we did this draft a couple of nights ago. We had a lot of fun doing it. It was pretty wild. And we've been watching the leaderboard and we've been talking about it all night long. So there's, again, some changes. A new change. Actually, we have a tie for the lead. It's a 2-way tie. The California Golden Seals and Detroit Damien Dazzling Dogs tied for the top spot with Marcel's Pleasant team in 3rd place. At the bottom, another change. Jordan's Disney Wish moves out of last place. And What the Puck has dropped down into 9th place. I myself am, my team apparently is not doing anything except falling further and further down the list. But that's what you got to love about hockey pools. Easy come, easy go. And taking a look, I'm actually having an okay night. Why is my team stinking so much? We'll have to check back in a little bit later. So that's what's going on in terms of all the fun stuff on the channel. Thank you for joining us here. This hockey game has definitely turned out to be a way, coming out the way we didn't expect it would. I thought the Leafs would have been up to a big advantage here for the Leafs, and we're not seeing it. Big line for Leafs doing nothing. Yeah, I mean, I know Matthews got involved on that power play goal from Tavares, but George, you're right. In the regular 5-on-5 games, Bunting has been the best player on that line. Marner just does not seem himself. His passing isn't crisp. It's not to the tapes. It's just not spectacular. Marner seems lost. Matthews just, I don't know, doesn't seem to be with it. But if you remember the start of last season, he also had a very slow start. Took him about 10 games or so before he really got going, and then he exploded. So I'm not worried about Matthews. Marge, how's it going? Go Leafs go. Thank you for joining us tonight. Appreciate you being here. So we can't be worried. It's still early, but I don't want to be sitting here 5 games from now and saying, well, it's still early. You know, there's only so much it's still early we can kind of tolerate. But it's been an interesting kind of go around, right? For all the teams this year. We've seen some interesting wins, some losses that were not expected, some teams that we may have predicted wouldn't be at the top, but they are. Do you think Matthews will get 60 again? Marge, I think so. He should be in and around it. It's really going to depend on how healthy he is. If he can stay healthy, I think he probably gets closer to 65. That's kind of my thought. But a big part of Matthews' success was Marner's ability to put good passes on his stick. And I think that's going to be the biggest worry right now, is what is going on with Marner. Host, maybe the Leafs are still traumatized by the loss to the Coyotes. You never know, right? But if you look at, let's switch this to the conference view. When you look at teams and where they're sitting, I predicted that the Boston Bruins would be at the bottom of the conference with like half the Boston team, a lot of Boston players out for several months with injury. Boston is right now leading the Eastern Conference. I know they've played 6 games. They've played more than everybody else, but they have 5 wins and only 1 loss. So I'm shocked, absolutely shocked that Boston is sitting atop the Eastern Division. Pittsburgh in number 2. I thought Pittsburgh was going to do okay. I did not think that they would have 3 wins and an overtime loss. So Pittsburgh doing well. I expected the Rangers to do well, and they are. I expected Florida to do well, and they are. I kind of predicted Buffalo would have an okay season. So far, they're sitting 3 wins and a loss through 4 games. Carolina's a surprise to me, having a good start, 3 wins and only a loss. We knew Detroit was going to be improved. They're currently sitting with 2 wins and 2 overtime losses, so they kind of gave 2 back. You know, Ottawa, I thought they'd be doing better than they are. They need to make some improvements. Toronto, though, I would expect them to be way higher. Toronto, Washington, and Tampa, I would all expect to be higher than where they're sitting right now. I know we're only talking 4 and 5 games, but I thought they would be a little higher up. On the Western Conference, and again, this is where my predicting has just been horrendous. Vegas sitting with 4 wins and a loss atop the Western Conference. Great start to the season for Vegas. I did not expect Vegas to start off this well. Dallas, St. Louis, Calgary, all with hot starts. The Seattle Kraken is ahead of the Colorado Avalanche. How often are we going to say this? The Seattle Kraken is 1 point ahead of Colorado Avalanche in the standings. That's pretty crazy. That is absolutely wild. You know, LA is up there. You know, the teams on the bottom half, Edmonton, I would have thought to do better. Minnesota, I'd have thought to do better. Anaheim, I would have thought to do better. Vancouver, I thought was going to be better. But the Arizona Coyotes are not in dead last where I thought they would be. It's actually the San Jose Sharks. They've played 7 games and they have 6 losses. So I expected San Jose to do better, but man, they are just at the bottom. Argos clinch first. Thank you, Morgan. Appreciate that. Good to know. That's awesome. So happy to see the Argos kind of back in there and doing well. They deserve it, right? They work hard. They have a good squad, a really good squad. Can't speak. Really good squad. So that's kind of how the standings break out this year so far. I know it's early, but a lot of surprises on the board. So the question is, and I pose this to the chat, do you think these surprises will continue to maintain sitting in their current positions? Will Boston remain atop the Eastern Conference? Will the Buffalo Sabres will remain in a playoff spot? Will the Vegas Golden Knights remain atop the Eastern Conference? Will Arizona not finish dead last? These are all the really interesting pieces we're going to have to see how they play together. So I can't wait to see. Morgan, I'm kind of in line with you. I don't think they will. I mean, anything is possible, but there's no way. I'd be shocked. I'd be absolutely shocked if that's how this season went. Because it's crazy. That's the fun thing with hockey, right? Is it can change in the blink of an eye. All it takes is an injury or a healthy body to come back, and it totally turns this game around. We know the Maple Leafs are shopping some players. We know that Simmons is on the trade block. They're trying to work out a deal to get him out of Toronto. I can't imagine Kyle Clifford is going to be playing too much longer. He'll probably see more action down in the with the Marlies, or they'll move him because he really is looking like the worst Leaf on the ice so far. But it'll take time, right? It'll take time to see how a lot of these things come to be. But that's the fun of the sport, and that's what we love. That's what we love watching. The goaltending situation, very interesting to see how it's playing out. Obviously, with Murray getting hurt, Murray being out for a little while, will Samsonov be able to carry the load? Will he be able to do what he needs to do for this team? Shalgren is there in backup. He's obviously going to see some playing time, but is it enough for the Leafs to rely on Samsonov? Not what they were expecting to do. Just flipping through some additional stats here just to see if there's anything we don't already know. No, we know all these stats. But yeah, I'm just trying to look through kind of to see how these teams are faring up to each other. When we look at time on ice, and this is a very telling stat. Marge, who scored the opening goal? The opening goal of the game was actually scored by Pierre-Luc Dubois for the Winnipeg Jets. He scored his second, and it was John Tavares that scored the tying goal, and he got the second. So thanks for coming in. I appreciate everyone stopping in tonight. Hit that like button. We're almost at 30 likes. Let's try and get it up to 35. And we're one subscriber away from 3070. So come on, hit that like, hit that subscribe. We appreciate it. You're helping our channel grow. Is it just me, or do those seats in the background move? They don't actually move, Blair, but if you're staring at the screen for too long, it may look like it. Chris Armstrong in the house. What's going on, Chris? Welcome in. Go Leafs. We need the Leafs to get going. So far, of course, leading the way, time on ice. Morgan Rielly and Brody are the two. They've each played 8 minutes and 6 seconds, so they're leading the way. Poink and Morrissey following up just behind. Poink with 7 minutes 54 seconds. Morrissey with 7:43. Then Scheifele in there as well, just over 7 minutes, as is Connor, Justin Hall, and here now finally the Maple Leaf forwards get in there. Just under 7 minutes is Marner. And Nylander just over 6 minutes, so playing a lot less ice time. Matthews right around 6 minutes as well. Matthews tonight, he is 50% in the face-off circle. I'd like to see him a little bit better. Robertson has only been on for about 5 minutes, 40 seconds, and he's made all of those 5 minutes and 40 seconds, really trying to get in there with his speed and make some plays. So I really like seeing the effort that he's putting forth. Combined with a suspect defense, no Samsonov and Shalgren are not good enough to go past the first round. Jeffrey, I'm kind of inclined to agree with you. If they do not have a great defense, it's going to be real difficult for those two goaltenders to go on and get through, because they're going to face a lot of shots. And that has been the history of the Leafs' downfall in the first round, is their defense has given up a whole lot of shots. And what happens is that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the goaltender. They can't stop them all. It's a long hockey season. And I think that was the problem with Campbell, is Campbell played a lot of games. He faced a lot of rubber. He was tired. He was sore. You go into the playoffs, and when your team just leaves you out to dry, it makes it that much worse. So I agree. I think, and everybody agrees, we need to get something done on defense. That's the big kind of black hole right now for the Leafs. That's what they need to figure out and get it done. And the question is, what do you do, right? Who do you move to get there? Are you showcasing a prospect? Do you move a Robertson or a Mulligan? You know, do you move one of the other defensemen? You know, it's tough. Freddie was overplayed in regular season too. That's right, Jeff. Good call out. Freddie Anderson was extremely overplayed. Now, you know, he moves teams, and yeah, he had a great season, but when it came to playoff time, he put, well, mind you, not fair. He was injured. He got injured towards the end of the year. But, you know, Freddie Anderson extremely overplayed. But what do you do to make a move? Obviously, you got to do something at the trade deadline. You're probably not going to be able to pull something off mid-season unless you're doing a package deal, right, where you're trading a prospect and like a Justin Hall to bring something in. But probably not going to do that. Every other team knows the Leafs need to make a trade on defense. They're not going to make it easy for them. Earl, what's going on? Fire Keefe, trade Tavares. Well, Keefe and oh my gosh, Sheldon Keefe and the general manager Dubas are both kind of in tight. I know Keefe has he signed an extension, so he's got some time left. But he's a Dubas guy, right? And Dubas right now is in the last year of his contract. And if they do not come strong and Dubas gets through this season and they do well, he will be shown the door. And I think if they start off and get in a real big hole early and Dubas doesn't make any moves, he's going to be out the door. And if a new general manager comes in, Sheldon Keefe will not be far behind him, because I think any new GM that comes in will want his own coach in play. Now, he may not fire them mid-season. It may wait till after the season, but yeah, it's gonna be real interesting. I don't think Dubas has a very long leash. If we're sitting here kind of towards the end of December, the end of the year, and they're real deep in the hole, fighting for a bottom playoff spot, wouldn't surprise me if we start to see some changes. Listen, Toronto is a real tough place to play, because we all sit here and we criticize and we call them out for not making the right moves. And it's been a million years since we've done well, right? And the entire city gets excited. Hockey brings everybody together for the good and the bad. And right now it's the bad. Everyone is together saying, we got to get rid of this guy. We got to get rid of that guy. Bring some new people in. And I think it's about time that Shanahan and the board kind of listen and they do it, right? We need to see these changes come in. All right, let's get ready. The first intermission is wrapped up. Let's go back to the game screen as we're getting set for the second period of play. It's a 1-1 game. Shots are tied 9-9. Winnipeg's going to win that right off the first draw. Jets are going to bring it down early into the Maple Leaf territory. This will update momentarily as the Jets putting it in. Stolen by Brody. Brody able to get this out and down the ice. Brody, a nice job there. And thank you, subscribers, for getting us up over 3070. Appreciate it so very much. Cliff Fletcher turned the Leafs around in one season. Jeffrey, that is a very good point, but that is a very tough comparison. Fletcher had the steal of all steals with that Gilmore trade. And that really is what turned the Leafs around. But it was pretty awesome that he was able to do something like that. We need a big steal of a trade like that again. Toronto in their own end, back to pick it up. We're just going to update some of the out-of-town scores here. Tampa Bay up 3-1 now. Changes. Both teams making some changes. Long pass out for the Jets. Almost took the head off one of their own players. Now they're going to back it up and start moving forward. Here they come. Yeah, nice, Blair. Here's Bunting, putting across back to Bunting. That's deflected just away from him. Little give and go from Matthews. Bunting coming around with a steal. Bunting's having a good game so far. The only one on this top line that really is having a good game. Another steal by Bunting. Gets it up to Marner. Marner has Matthews. He can't connect the pass. But following up is Giordano. He takes a shot. And that's deflected off the shaft of the stick and up into the mesh. So Giordano, nice follow-up. Stolen by Bunting. He goes off the boards to Marner. Marner just cannot saucer it across to Matthews. Gets his pass picked down. And a nice shot by Giordano. Oh, off the shaft of the Jets player and then off the blocker of the goaltender up into the mesh. John and Karen, how's it going? It's okay to call out men hockey players for not giving 110%. John, I agree 100% with your sentiment there. These are professional players who are getting paid millions of dollars to play a game that we would all love to. So yes, when they do not play well, I think we have the right to call them out for not playing well and not showing the effort that they should be putting forth. Here's Aston Reese. He's going to pick it up and send it ahead. Yarncroc is going to go off his skate all the way down. Hellebuyck has to come out and play it. Stolen away. Here's Yarncroc again. He's going to go back to the point for Giordano. Far side. Taking a look. Top of the circle. Oh, pass back to the point. It just hopped over the stick of Victor Mete. You know, Mete's been a nice addition coming in. I kind of like the way he's been playing. Impressed with Mete so far. Here's Giordano with the puck. He's going to back it up a little bit as the pressure's coming in from Gustafsson. Kempf up to Simmons. Simmons tried to go off the boards. He turned it over. In the neutral zone, here's Clifford. He's hacking away with it. Simmons comes in and overskates the puck. And the Jets going to send this all the way back down. Giordano playing it around. Mete, he's going to bounce this one up. It's tipped ahead by Clifford. Clifford giving chase. And out comes the goaltender, Hellebuyck, to play it around. Toronto going from my right to left, wearing their whites here tonight, as the Jets are in their dark blues. Here come the Jets. Long pass. Almost got caught for too many men on the ice. Very close play. Very close play. In the corner. Chipped out and down the ice. In the corner. Jets picking it up. They're going to start to move with it. Toronto in the neutral zone can't pick it up and play it. Now it's picked up. Here come the Jets. Jets moving it through. Here comes Winnipeg. Stolen by Riley. Riley coming right up the middle. Giving it over to Nylander. Nylander bring it in. Skating through the circle. Goes forehand. And he puts that up and over the net at a play. Nice little play by Nylander. Breaking in the far side. Very, very great. Nice play. It was close. It was very close. Dallas taking a 2-1 lead over Montreal. That just coming in. And the LA Kings now going up 1-0 over the Caps. So nice little play by Nylander. Starting to make some plays. Long pass. This is going to come all the way down the ice. Justin Hall's going to go back to pick it up. Here's Hall giving it to Sandin. Sandin circling around. Now here it comes. Long pass. Hits Marner. Marner cutting across the middle. Has the puck stolen from him. Little bump there from Sandin. It's going to come all the way back. Justin Hall back to pick it up for Toronto. Shots now 10 apiece. Here's Bunting getting it up to Matthews. Matthews going to leave it there for Bunting. Bunting reverses it. And Marner's going to haul down the Jets player. No call. Get lucky there. Jets coming up the middle, and that's turned over. Michael Bunting chasing it aggressively, trying to get there on the forecheck. Kept in right in front. Matthews with the backhand. Bunting with the follow-up. And neither player could put it in. Comes over, and Mete, he's going to send this around behind. Bunting can't get there. The Jets going to come away with it. They're going to clear it out and down the ice. And that's going to be grabbed. We got a whistle. Let's see what that whistle is. I think it could be a glove pass. But yeah, Marner getting very lucky. He was not called on that play. Marner just not having a good game whatsoever. Purple Queen, what's going on? Welcome in. Hope you're having a great weekend. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining us here tonight. Just over 15 minutes to go here in the second period. A little conversation on the bench. Keefe and the referee having some conversations as well. I think neither coach happy with the officiating and lack of a couple missed calls here in the first period and the first half of the second here. We're accustomed to that. We see lots of non-calls going back and forth. Here it is. Toronto's going to win the draw. Going to send it up and play it off the boards all the way down the ice. Kerfoot trying to get in there to catch it, and he does. Nice battle by Kerfoot. Kerfoot comes away with the puck. Going to send it back to Riley, but no, it's stolen by the Jets. Here come the Jets trying to split the D. And a nice play, another stolen by Kerfoot. Kerfoot on the back check. He's going in, he's got Yarncroc and Aston Reese with him. Gives it over to Yarncroc, back to Kerfoot. Kerfoot tries to hit Brody, who was coming in pitching, but he was on an odd angle. Now it's stolen by the Jets. It's a 3-on-1. 2-on-1. Shot off the post. Ba-ding! Dubois dings the iron. Here's Brody leading the rush, coming back the other way. Brody's confused because he's a defenseman. In the corner, far side. Kempf in there on the forecheck. In there, nice little shift by Brody. In the corner, they're battling hard. Comes across. Here's Sandin. He pulls the trigger. That's blocker side in the corner. Great save by Hellebuyck. Battling through and stolen by the Jets. Turned over. Justin Hall. Nice steal. Hall with a shot. That hits the side of the net and comes out in front. They're going to send it down as Simmons is back to pick it up. Simmons starting to move it up. Gets it to Kempf. Kempf puts it in. Clifford in there. Lays a hit. Can't come up with the puck. Long pass. This is going to be tipped aside. Comes all the way back to Justin Hall. Hall. He's going to reverse it. All the way off the boards. In the neutral zone. Back and forth action by both teams. Sent down and around. Sandin trying to play it. Gets some help from Hall. Gets it ahead. Now the Tavares line comes on. Look out. Nylander runs into his own defense. As Samsonov comes up huge. As Nylander just totally lost his head for a minute. Turned it over and then ran into his own defender. Taking him out of the play. Samsonov coming up real sharp. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're just coming in, thank you for joining us tonight. If you've noticed, people in the chat are putting in all kinds of commands and you see all these chat comments about points. Well, just by being here and hanging out with us, you are earning points. Those points can be used to redeem different graphics to come up on the board. And our Streamlabs bot just moments ago posted those into the chat. So you can call your own graphics to come up on the screen. As well. Triton. There's a perfect example. Triton redeeming one of the redemptions. That means I now have to cheer for the Winnipeg Jets. So you have the ability to control the host over certain pieces that come up. So it's another little way that we have fun here during the streams. We do things very differently than a lot of others who call plays, if you haven't noticed already. So thank you for choosing to join us and hang out with us as we're trying to do the best we can do, and we're glad to have you with us. Here's Morgan calling out Austin Matthews. Go Leafs go, trying to get them fired up. That's something everybody has access to do. Now, channel members have a little bit extra that they can do in order to earn points and bring up some of the redemptions. They can actually gamble with their points. So if you're interested in becoming a channel member, simply click the join button located on next to subscribe if you're on a computer. If you're watching on a mobile device or a tablet, in the pinned message, I put a link for membership. So you can click there and it'll tell you all the details and the perks and benefits of becoming a member. Frank, how's it going? That's exactly right. There you go. Exclamation mark points. And you've got 30 points so far just from hanging out, chatting, and having some fun. The other thing I want to mention again, well, I'll mention it at second intermission. They're back from commercial break. Let's get this game back going. It's 1-1 here. We're about almost the halfway mark. Shots are 13-11. Toronto's going to win it in their own end. They're going to bring it back, try to work it out. Tip through the neutral zone. Tavares giving chase. Tavares is skating much better tonight. Much better than I've seen him skating in the last few games. Robertson's going to pick it up. He's going to bring it in as he gets squeezed off the puck. Dylan's going to send it up. 3 Leafs kind of collapse on him, leaving the far side of the ice open. Jets going to send it in there to pick it up. Jets working it down low. Tavares pinning his man behind the net. Comes over to Giordano. Giordano's going to kick that ahead to Nylander. Nylander gives it right back. Bad pass by Giordano, gives it over. Here come the Jets working in the face-off circle. Circling around, Kyle Connor gives it across. Big shot by Nate Schmidt, and that's tipped into the corner. Offensive zone possession is almost equal. Toronto has about a 2-minute or 2.5-minute advantage. Matthews trying to chase it down, but it's Poink who gets there first. Poink's going to come around with it. Here comes Pionk. In the corner, he's going to chase it in against Riley. They're going to battle through it, trying to get it over to Marner. Marner kicks it out to Giordano. Long stretch pass again, turned over by Giordano. Stretch pass is not working for Giordano tonight. Passing it across. What a beautiful block save by Giordano. Redeems himself by that huge block. He's going to pick it up in the corner. Matthews going to help him out, and Toronto's going to come away with it. Riley turns it over now. Giordano on the ice for 1 minute 40 seconds. Matthews steals the puck away, chips it up to Marner. Marner's going to feed Bunting. Bunting's going to go off the boards and give chase. Trying to get around the Winnipeg player, Stanley. Can't do it. Jets have the puck. Bunting picked it up again, but it's just offside. So Giordano finally gets off the ice. He is sucking wind big time. He is in there hurt. But a nice block shot after that. Unfortunate giveaway. He comes back with a huge block. So Giordano, 1 minute and 50 seconds on that last shift. That is a very long shift. So the Jets trying to rally themselves up. 3-2 Lightning now. Getting closer and closer. 1-0 Flyers. Thank you, Andrew. In the corner. It's in the Winnipeg zone again. In the skate and grabbed by Hellebuyck. Hellebuyck playing well tonight. Very well. Let's take a quick look. See what's going. Do we have any changes in the hockey pool standings? Again, at the bottom, what the puck moves out, what the puck in Jordan's Disney Wish, exchanging positions back and forth. California Golden Seals now has the lead all to themselves as Detroit Damien's Dazzling Dogs drops down to second place. Marcel's Pleasant team in third. So California taking over the top spot. Here come the Jets. Long shot in, and Samsonov makes a nice save. Shuts the 5-hole down. Blake Wheeler kind of throwing that in from deep. They absolutely close it. So Samsonov, my only criticism about Samsonov right now so far is he gives up a lot of big rebounds. He needs to keep those rebounds locked up tight. Because those long rebounds are going to cause, that's how they scored the first goal. It's going to cause a lot of problems. Here it is. Puck is dropped. Going to bounce this around. Toronto, look out, almost gave it away. Here comes Bunting. Bunting, head up, carrying it in. Circling around, leaves it there for Matthews. Matthews tried to toe drag it around a Jet player, and he turns it over. Here come the Jets, and is that Sandin? Sandin on the comeback. Nice play. Sandin has been really impressive in this early part of the season so far. He's made a lot of good decisions. In the corner, Justin Hall battling it in there with the Winnipeg Jet player. And Hall gets bowled over there as the Jet player comes in charging. I didn't catch the number. In front of the net, big battle going on. Back to the point. Cross ice, top of the circle with a blast. That's going to be deflected up and over the net. Toronto back in the corner to pick it up. Matthews coming to clear it out. Toronto can't get it out. Now they do. Oh, here's a break. Oh, no, they had one man back. I didn't see him off camera. I thought David Kemp was going to have a break, but here's a 3-on-1. Matthews, he didn't pass it. Matthews on a 3-on-1 elects to take the shot, and Hellebuyck makes a brilliant save. Matthews had Marner far side wide open with an open net, and instead he decided to hold on and take the shot and can't put it past the goaltender. Matthews with a great play, but that's a time where Matthews should have taken the shot. Ladies and gentlemen, we talked about our channel members moments ago. Now it's that time in the stream where I like to say thank you. Thank you so much to all of our channel members. I can't express how much your contributions and your support in the channel has really helped us been able to improve. We invest everything right back into the channel so we can bring you the best type of streams that we can. So thank you to all of our channel members. Jeff, yeah, Austin, come on. He had the opportunity there. He really could have made that pass. I don't know what's going on. Something with Matthews, something with Marner. Maybe Matthews' confidence in Marner is shook a little bit, right? Marner hasn't made great passes. He hasn't made great plays. So maybe in the back of Matthews' mind, he's like, hey, Marner's having a little bit of a cold spell. I'm going to try and take this one on my own. Looks like some conversation taking place on the bench. Fewest goals through the first 5 games following a 60-plus season. Steve Shutt, Mario Lemieux, Austin Matthews, all tied with 1. So through 5 games, a slow start. Matthews also had a slow start at the beginning of last season, so not to be worried. Post, maybe the Leafs are upset you didn't reset your freezes. Yeah, maybe, Triton. Maybe that's it. All the way down the ice, Robertson coming in on the forecheck. Pioink is going to move that around. Jets looking to set it up. We're now past the halfway mark. Just under 9 minutes, 20 seconds to go here in the game. If you're just coming in, thanks for joining us. Make sure you hit that like button. We'd appreciate it as it helps share the stream out. And of course, if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe. Long shot and a glove safe there by Samsonov. Very routine. He's going to grab it and hang on to it. So Samsonov really seemed to settle down. He was bouncing around a little bit in the first period. Seems to have found his groove and settled down nicely here in the second. We've also seen a lot less penalties. We saw a bunch in the first period and none really here in the second. So Samsonov, nice to see him settling in. Here it is. Jets going to win it back. Long shot again. Samsonov's going to make the save and direct that into the corner. Back behind the net. Jets putting chase. Jets controlling the play. Toronto has to get a little bit more aggressive here and win these battles along the boards. Coming back around. Jets still with control. They're going to hand it off there. DeMello, side of the net. Comes in front. Samsonov, great play. Had his stick down but angled, so he deflected that pass high away from the waiting forward. Jets still have possession. Really moving it around inside the Toronto Maple Leafs zone. Toronto running around like crazy. This is where they either score or you take a penalty. Big hit. And as I say that, Toronto finally moves it out. Yarncroc and Kerfoot. Kerfoot's going to dump it in. He's giving chase. Yarncroc in there to pick it up. Yarncroc leaving it back for Kerfoot. Here's Matthews to the front of the net. Kerfoot sending it around. Sandin is there waiting for it. He's going to pick it up. Going to send it in the slot for Matthews. He takes an off-balance shot. That gets blocked. Back away to Hall. Here's Justin Hall. He's going to play it up. Stolen in the neutral zone. Here come the Jets. Far side in the slot. Sandin making a nice defensive play. And there's Bunting, who was able to get it out of the slot. Turned it over, however. Sandin still digging in there, as is Bunting. Jets, again, working the puck around. Toronto running around. Toronto can't come up with the loose puck. The Jets are winning all the battles. Jake, how's it going? Welcome in. Buck's in the house. Bucks, how are you, buddy? Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. All the way down the ice, Justin Hall back to pick it up. He's going to give it over to Marner. Marner turns it over behind his net and was able to steal it away again. Here's Marner, going to headman it up to Matthews. Back to Marner, getting Sandin, who's the trailer. He takes a shot and a great block. Spectacular block by the Jets. Jets coming up strong. They've blocked a tremendous amount of shots in this game so far. Long pass to Tavares. Tavares to Robertson. Robertson stopped his forward momentum. Now Robertson working around. Robertson carrying it, pulling circles. Robertson looking to pass it to Riley at the point, who takes a shot. Rebound, they're digging there. Tavares in front, Nylander in front. And finally, Hellebuyck finds it, and he's going to hold it. Nice little play from Nick Robertson skating around. We knew he wasn't going to shoot it because he didn't have an angle to the net. But he made a good pass back to the point. That was a great shot block by Saku Meninainen for the Jets. Going down, really taking that one hard, and it started a good little rush. So we got a draw inside the Winnipeg zone. Here's Tavares. He's going to win it. Nylander picks up the loose puck, circling around, looking to pass it. Now he's going to circle the other way. Back to the point. Tavares from one leg with the shot. Nice shot. It went just wide. Back to Tavares. Tavares, he's going to throw it towards the net. It's going to be kicked aside. Robertson plays it back to Riley. Riley cutting around. Riley coming in front. Oh, looking for Tavares. Tavares got a piece of it, but just couldn't put it in. Toronto now getting their opportunity to make some offensive zone time. Here's Riley going to circle around. Riley's going to switch spots with Brody, pass the puck over. Brody going to give it to Nylander. Nylander down low. Going to bounce it off the boards. Coming out in front, they shoot. Tavares has his hands up saying he scored. The referee says no. Tavares had his stick raised. So we're going to have to wait and see on the replay exactly what happened there. Tavares thought it was in. Schmidt's going to flip it out. It's going to go into the Maple Leaf bench. So let's see. We're going to get a look. Is this or isn't it? The referee was there and said no. Tavares says yes. Oh, off the crossbar. Off the crossbar. Tavares so close, but he just couldn't bury it. Wow. What a play. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming in and joining us here tonight. What a hockey game. It is 1-1. Both teams with opportunities on both sides of the ice. Just looking really, really good. These teams are playing each other tight. They're being aggressive, and it's the type of hockey we certainly like to watch. Just updating the out-of-town scoreboard. The LA Kings now up 2-0 over to Washington Capitals. What has happened to the Washington Capitals this year? They have just been falling and falling apart. Columbus Blue Jackets up 3-2 over Pittsburgh, and there's Pittsburgh Penguins starting to come back. So it's interesting to see how some of these games are maneuvering around. Tavares post. I know, off that crossbar. I really have to get a ding sound effect because this one, that's just not a good off the post sound effect. Doesn't do it. Neither does this one. That's just not the sound you hear when it goes off the post. But man, they're getting closer and closer. It's nice to see Tavares taking some shots. Oh man, it was so close. Inches. But that's the game of hockey, right? I just hope we get so close on some plays like that. I hope Winnipeg doesn't turn it around and come right back down the ice now and they go ahead. If you're a Winnipeg fan, sorry, but we want to see the Leafs get in there and get going. So make sure we're 6 likes away from 40 likes. If you haven't hit that like, go ahead and click it. And of course, we're 2 subscribers away from 3075. If you're here, hit that subscribe if you haven't already. We would certainly appreciate it. Good offensive zone pressure. That's right, Jeff. They've been playing really, really well in the offensive zone in terms of pressure. Quality of shots hasn't been great, but it's building. It's building. Here come the Jets, just as we said. Coming down Toronto zone, stolen away by Kempf. The Toronto forwards doing a great job in coming back and helping out their defense. That's something I've noticed. Here's Simmons. Simmons with an opportunity. Backhanded press in front. They score! Kempf from Simmons. David Kempf puts it in on a backhand between the legs pass from Wayne Simmonds. Such a bizarre play, but he absolutely manages to get it in and get it done. Risky play, but it goes in, and Kempf doesn't care, crosses the line. Simmonds, the no look between the legs over to Kempf. Kempf does the right job. Instead of shooting it along the ice, he gets it up about 3 inches or so, or 4 inches off the ice, just enough to go over the outstretched arm of the goaltender. So very happy to see Kempf get the goal. Of course, that hurts me in the hockey pool, but that's okay. That's okay. It's exactly what we need Kempf to do, is get in there. The second intermission is Amos. Jacob celebrating his channel membership. Jacob, thank you very much for all your support in being a channel member. So Simmonds and Clifford, big dog, little dog, getting the assists. Here's a one-timer from Yarncroc. He's going to wire that one wide. Big hit there. And Hall, he gets his head kind of rung into the boards a little bit. Out and down the ice. Here comes the Leafs. Starting to work their way. Sandin, he gets taken down, but he was able to get it over to Matthews. Matthews bobbling the puck. Doing a nice job, though. Good hand-eye coordination. Matthews still able to control it. Sending it down. Marner going into the corner. Going to shy away. Simmonds and Clifford, the two guys they're showcasing for a potential move, picking up points. Coming in front, one-timer. Wow. Samsonov makes a save, and the Jets just crash the crease. And Michael Bunting says, "What the heck are you doing?" And he absolutely goes over the Jet player and starts a little brouhaha in front of the net. Michael Bunting says, that doesn't fly. As Morgan Barron just comes crashing right into the crease. No need for that at all. He makes a great one-timer. Samsonov is holding the puck. There's no rebound, and he just turned and went right into Samsonov looking for a rebound. So he makes a great save off the one-timer. It's there. He's holding it, and Barron is being a little bit of a you-know-what disturber and goes in there digging away. So nice work by Samsonov. Not my circus, redeeming the Michael Bunting bunt cake emoji, graphic, gif, whatever you want to call it. That's right. On this channel, we often refer to Michael Bunting as bunt cake. Toronto going to clear this one all the way down the ice. It's going to be an icing call. It's going to come back into the Maple Leaf zone. Morgan calling Austin Matthews up and getting the Go Leafs Go chant started. The Leafs are heating up. You can feel just the way they're playing. You can totally get a sense that they're really steaming up. And the Pittsburgh Penguins have tied it up. Pittsburgh coming all the way back. Here's the Jets coming through. Trying to get something set up here now. Coming in. Here's Appleton with a shot that hits the side of the net. Coming close. Oh, big collision. Nick Robertson gets run over, and the gloves are dropped. Ding, ding, ding. Nick Robertson just got pounded. And there's a huge brawl. There's a couple brawls going on. 3 dances going on. Scheifele and Tavares were tied up. They separate. We can't see. Morgan Riley absolutely went after. I can't see who it is because his jersey is pulled up in his head. Riley has a bunch of 4-letter words to say to him. Was that Pioink? So huge hit and a big, big fight.
Well, guys, 5 minutes each for fighting!
Morgan Riley just absolutely went after it. So here's Robertson. Focused on the puck, just trying to reach for it. Oh, and it was Josh Morrissey. Morrissey, the tough guy, comes in and absolutely lays the smackdown on Nick Robertson. Oh, catches him right on the chin. Right on the chin. That could be called a headhunting. That was so close. So close.
Oh, yeah! Acknowledge me!
They absolutely go into it. Morrissey and Riley. Riley just tackles him. But they're having a conversation. So Robertson's okay. Boy, did he take that hit hard. So they're having a conversation. Is it going to be 2 minutes each for roughing, or are they going to give them the 5 for fighting? They absolutely dropped the gloves. Riley's got the towel over his hands. Now he takes it off. So Morrissey's going to go to the dressing room. Riley's going to go to the dressing room. So it looks like they're each going to get 5. Are they going to give 2 for instigating? We'll have to see. Lots of conversations taking place. So we're waiting to see what the final call is going to be. Nick Robertson just got absolutely destroyed. So we're going to wait and see if we can get that. Here's the, whoops. Can I get this up fast enough? Can I get this up fast enough? No, I can't. Nope. I missed it. I missed it. Let me see if I can get that recorded. Whoops. My computer's jumping around here too much. No. I can't get it. We'll have to get that later. We'll get it later. We'll post that hit up as a short so you can check it out on the channel after tonight's game if you didn't get a chance to see it. It was a huge, huge hit. So it looks like Simmons and Clifford. So now the fighters come on. The fourth line is on Simmons and Clifford. We'll see if there's any more rough stuff here to start. Host, no taking selfies. Thanks, Triton. Here it is, even strength. So 5-on-5, no extra for the instigator, no extra for the headshot. Here's Kempf coming around. He's going to circle around. He's going to get knocked down. Simmons and Clifford in the corner, sending it around. Here's Giordano, takes a late hit and a cross-check. Here's a big hit against Clifford. Clifford is coming in, gives it away. Kempf slides it in front. Clifford coming so close to putting it in. Here come the Jets. Coming across, Jets carrying it in all the way down. Big shot, that's blocked. In the corner, here's Toronto. Simmons throwing a hit now. The Jets still with possession. Coming around back to the point. Off the boards, they're going to chip it in. Bunting has come on now. They're caught in the middle of a line change. Under 3 to go. Matthews throwing a huge hit. Great hit by Matthews. And the player he hit comes after Matthews with a little hook, and that is let go. Long pass. This is going to come all the way down the ice. It's a race. No icing. Icing is waved off. Michael Bunting in there, circling around. He gets it. He's going to bounce it back to the point. Sandin. Cross ice to Hall. Hall taking a look. He's carrying it around. Hall stopping, turning around. Somebody get open for Hall. To Marner. Marner to Matthews. Matthews. Far side. Back to Matthews. The one-timer. And I don't know where he was shooting, but that was not anywhere near the net. So here comes the Jets. The Jets carrying it back down. Dropped off. Far side. Samsonov coming across. Deacon around. Samsonov down way too early on that. But he got bailed out by his defense. Far side. Here are the Jets setting up. 2 minutes now. 2 minutes left to go here in this period. Shots are 22-18. Pass comes across. In the corner. They're digging around. Another hit there by Sandin. And here's a big brawl behind the net. Everybody's in there. Sandin gets hog-tiled and called down. I can't see. Bunting is in there. Hall is in there. Matthews is in there. Everybody's got somebody. No initial penalty. They're saying it was a clean hit, and everybody came in and grabbed a dance partner. Wow.
The champ is here!
So everybody comes in and just grabs somebody. It was a crazy hit. It was Perfidi. Perfidi behind the net is dealing around, and Sandin hits Perfidi in the numbers. It was in the numbers. It was a little from behind. Dubois comes in and grabs him real quick. Bunting is being grabbed there. So Sandin, I get it, right? Sandin. Oh, yes, that's right. Against these Jets, it was Sandin that took the knee-on-knee that knocked him out. And it was Jason Spezza that came in with the hit. I forgot about all this action that took place last year where Spezza got suspended for coming in and clobbering a guy for laying the knee on knee to Sandin. So Sandin has an extra little bit of mustard in his step today. So this game, this period is really, the intensity is getting to a whole other level. So let's hear Sandin on Perfidi. So we did get him from behind. So he was a little sideways, but that was from behind. Hey Max, how's it going, bud? Hope you're doing well. Lewis in the house, what's going on? Welcome to the show. So Toronto right now has a power play on the board. So they're going to come away with this one on the PP. So some conversations going on as the officials are trying to get this one sorted out. So there was no initial call on the hit. They're saying it was a clean hit. And they're calling the instigator. So Bunting is in the box as well. So let's see what all these calls are going to shake out to being. Whatever it is, Toronto is going to come away with the power play. Matthews is going to win the draw. Back to Nylander. He's going to play it around. Matthews has it far side. Matthews going to bounce it off the boards back to Sandin. Sandin across. Back to Sandin. Sandin to Matthews. Matthews goes down to Marner. Marner taking a look. Cross ice. Tried to go backdoor. Couldn't connect with Tavares. Very close, but just not close enough. Moving it back around. Matthews is doing circles. Far side. Now Matthews gets it. He drops the puck there. Gets it up to Marner. Back to Matthews. Matthews. Far side, but it's in the skates of Sandin. Back to Matthews. He's going to send it to the net, and they score! They score on the power play. Nice little play. Matthews sends it in. Now, did Tavares get the tip, or was it clean in from Matthews? Let's see. We're watching the replay. Here's the shot. I can't tell from that angle. Davey boy, they are looking good. Here it is, slow motion. Yes, John Tavares, the captain is going to get credit for that little tip. Beautiful tip right in front. Tavares coming out here in a fury, picking up 2 goals to put the Leafs ahead. Unbelievable. 3-1 Maple Leafs from Matthews and Sandin. 50 seconds to go. Toronto in there hunting again. Behind the net, they steal it away. Coming out in front, here's Kerfoot. Kerfoot with the puck. He's going to go off the boards back. Mete at the point. Going to send it across for the one-timer. And Austin Reese can't. He kind of fans on it. In the corner, circling around. David Kemp is there. Coming out in front. It's there. It's there. And they can't get it. 30 seconds to go. Here's Pionk. He's going to come down, roll it in. Toronto giving chase. Back behind the boards. Zebras earning their paychecks tonight. Jeff, they certainly are. They certainly are. Sending this down the ice. 10 seconds to go. Winnipeg is going to back it up. It's a Go Leafs Go chant breaking out in Winnipeg. Here's a long shot at the whistle, and that's going to be knocked down. Ladies and gentlemen, what an incredible period. Let's go back to our intermission, and this intermission is brought to you by our good friend AAU Triton.
Looking for that channel that is well-rounded? We will show you how to program and design your own holiday lights. We play a wide range of VR games on the MetaQuest 2. We will even show you how to take virtual vacations to places like Disney World. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell so you know when we go live or upload a new video. See you soon.
That is our good friend AAU Triton, and of course he is our, that's the wrong one. There he is, AAU Triton, our special guest joining us for second intermission. How are you, fine sir?
I'd be better if the Leafs could actually play hockey.
Well, the Leafs are doing okay. Actually, let me refresh the scoreboard. I don't know why this one always seems to give us some trouble in refreshing. The Leafs have finally kind of turned themselves around and had a much better second period than they did the first. finding themselves up by 2 goals. And let's do a quick review for those that are just coming in. This is how the scoring went in the second period. David Kempf got his second from Simmons and Clifford, the Bash brothers, and then John Tavares, his second of the game, his third of the season from Matthews and Sandin on the power play, puts them ahead. Toronto had 14 shots in that period. Winnipeg only had 2, bringing the totals to 23-19 in favor of Toronto. Toronto goes 2 for 3 on the power play. Winnipeg is 0 for 2. Toronto actually came back in the face-off circle, 52% to 49%. So it was a pretty good period. They still sit way behind in the hits, 23 hits for Winnipeg, only 13 for the Leafs. So pretty.
I'm sure that's exactly what Sam wants to hear, Bucks. Tampa's getting better now.
Tampa's getting better now. It's about time, because Bucks, I mean, we were surprised. We looked at the standings kind of in the first intermission. I think everybody's a little surprised that Tampa Bay was sitting, towards the bottom of the Eastern Conference. So, of course, they're going to turn it around. They have too much talent on that team not to turn it around. But, yeah, it was interesting.
Better the second period, but they need to get it together, whether it's early in the season or not. They know how to play hockey. Let's get it done already.
That's right. We need these teams up top. We need to get them higher up in the standings so we can, so we don't have to stress. I don't want it to come down to the point where we're stressing over.
Well, I'm stressing. It's my first year as a Leafs fan.
Yeah, it's
maybe that's why they're doing so bad. I'm a Leafs fan now.
Hopefully not. We want to make sure that as a first-year Leaf fan, things are going mighty fine. They're going your way. But it's been exciting. That's all we can ask. It's been exciting hockey. We've seen a little bit of everything. We've seen some big hits, a couple big hits. We've seen a couple of goals.
I know more. Yeah, you said Marner's face was all cut up.
Yeah, he's got some nicks and cuts. What happened is he got hit in the boards, and along the top part of the boards, there's kind of an edge before the glass. And what happens is sometimes you get hit, and that edge kind of gets under your visor or pushes your visor, and then you get visor cuts on your face, and the boards kind of cut your face. So he had a little scratches, a few little boo-boos. But he'll he's okay.
And I wanted to tell you something, by the way.
Sure.
I hate to call you out on your own stream.
Uh-oh.
But you were very rude the other night.
What did I do?
You didn't let Dee throw a pie in your face, only the boys.
She wasn't in on the arrangement.
But she needs her chance too,
It was the indecent pieposal. That was terrible.
Just for that, now you need to give Dee a chance on the next stream.
One day. She was in on the Snow Angel. I think that was that was good enough. Oh gosh, but yeah,
Why, are you afraid she's gonna do a worse job than the boys did?
No, because she'll put it in the face, and then she'll smear it all in my hair and all over the place, and she'll get it real good.
That's the point.
Exactly, that's the point.
Boo. Hey, we did it once.
Put pies in the chat if you want to see Dee throw a pie in Sam's face.
No pies. This is a pie-free zone. Listen, we've already had a water catastrophe today. Oh gosh.
I'm glad they're winning, but they can play better.
They can play better, and they will have to play better. They can't. The way they finished the period was actually much better. They came out playing really, really well. They did not play well in the first at all. They were lucky that it was only tied, because I thought I was going to call them Winterpeg again. Winnipeg had the better first period, but Toronto, the second half of that period, really came on strong. They did a really good job, so it was nice to nice to see that they could finally muster a couple goals. Even if they get the power play goals, I mean, you got to get them, right? They all count. So it was nice to see them put.
Oh wait, I thought it was 2-1. It's 3-1.
It's 3-1 now.
So they're not doing too bad then, but
Yeah, no,
they can still do better.
They can. I think it's the defensive side of the ice is where they need to really pay attention. What I liked seeing, what started happening in that period, is the forwards were coming back to help out. So we saw a couple times, Michael Bunting coming back, Yarncroc coming back, getting that forward to come back and help out the defenders makes a big difference because it gives you an extra advantage, right? And the players don't see you coming from behind. So you can lift their stick, you can knock the puck away. Do you have nachos there?
No nachos for you until you get a pie in the face, period. That's it.
They have nachos with queso and salsa and guac.
Do you want some nachos?
You know who's... Oh, now you're going to offer me a nacho because I
nachos?
turned my head and could see the nachos?
Would you like a nacho?
Who? Oh, yeah, that's right. Triton, I'm gonna hand you off. I'm going to bring in the new host because we forgot he was supposed to be hosting this segment.
That's right. He was supposed to host this intermission.
So, ladies and gentlemen, while I go have some nachos, please welcome the new host of the second intermission. I'll let him introduce himself.
Oh, is this what it's like? The YouTube power? Feel it flowing through my veins. Alright.
How you
Hi,
doing,
everyone.
Jacob?
I'm Jacob from the Samwelb12 Gaming Experience, the main place of gaming within the Samwelb12 sort of community.
Is that because you don't allow your father on the systems?
What?
Is that because you don't let your father play the game systems?
Exactly. I am the main source of content there, not you. So, what we do on the gaming channel, we do VR, all sorts of VR games. We do Fortnite, Roblox, Minecraft, everything and anything gaming wise. We do it. It's there. And we just recently hit 100 subscribers, which means...
Congratulations on 100 subscribers.
Thank you. We're going to be doing a setup tour real soon.
And I just dropped a link to the gaming channel in the chat, so if you're not subscribed to the gaming channel, make sure you...
Oh. I heard the plastic rumbling around. I'm like, oh no. I got scared.
That would have been epic.
Pie me if you want. Go ahead.
No.
Oh,
I won't do
Sam,
that.
he's giving you permission. He's giving you permission. Now you have to do it.
I'm giving you permission.
No.
Not today.
You win this time. So,
At 4,000, we can do
at 4,000, I get a pie in the face. We'll take it. Wait, your channel?
But no, yeah, they do a great job on their gaming channel. That's why I dropped it. On that link I dropped it. I give them a subscribe.
Yeah, do be sure to subscribe. We're going to be posting a setup tour in about a weekish. So, that's what we're doing over there. But now, the moment we've all been waiting for, why I'm on second intermission. So, last hockey stream was the Leafs versus the very good Coyotes. And that's when your beloved host got a pie to the face.
Twice.
Twice. But now, since the Coyotes have won, I will be taking over the second intermission. Not every time. Thank you, Lewis. I do enjoy looking like my papa.
Except I think you have better hair.
That's
I think
all
you have
my
better
fault,
hair,
Dad.
Jacob.
Anyway, as I am typing in the chat, my dad is the best. Well, he is. Until I
He's the
again.
best dad you have, right?
Yep, best dad I've had. So, because the Coyotes won, I'm taking over. This isn't a every game thing. It's just one-time event. Probably gonna happen sometime again.
Jacob, why don't you tell them what happens if the Coyotes win the cup?
Oh, if the Coyotes win the cup. Oh boy, if the Coyotes win the cup, I will be permanently
No.
taking over second intermission.
Don't you remember the bet they have going on?
And your dad has to eat what?
Firm sandwich.
Oh yeah, the worm sandwich. The Coyotes win the cup. I'll prepare my world famous worm sandwich for you. And oh, you're gonna have such a nice lunch. Worm sandwich, some blended up grass in a cup. You're gonna have so much fun.
Gonna get ice down the back.
Yeah, ice down the ice
He's
down the
telling
back.
you you're gonna get iced down.
I'm fine with that. No, worm sandwich gonna be fun.
At least he'll have his fiber.
Yeah, fiber. Enjoying your nachos?
Yes, I am. Don't
Good.
talk to me. Talk to
I'm glad you're enjoying your nachos.
You're the host. I'm not here.
I am the host. And as the host, I
See,
can.
now you can tell us secretly what did you put on those nachos.
Oh, don't worry about it. I'm the host. I have so much power. The YouTube Maple Leaf energy flowing through every
Why don't
vein
you
of
ask
my
a
body.
Ask a chat question. Ask for prediction.
Well, I know you, especially when you do your gorilla tag videos. I don't know how you play that. I do VR too, but
Oh,
that will make me sick.
when I do my gorilla tag videos, nothing else in the world matters. It's just gorilla tag. That's all it is.
It
It's all
doesn't make
ever
you
will be.
motion sick?
Oh, absolutely not. Welcome back, Dallas. Or welcome to the stream. I've taken over. All right.
Now you have to ask your dad how to bring Dallas in if she's in the waiting room. Dallas, you need to come on.
How do I do that?
Figure it out, host.
Oh,
Come on, host.
I don't like this.
Let's see those dance moves, host.
Oh, Jacob,
Let's see the
I'm sorry,
shimmy.
you are the current host, and the previous host did not do the shimmy at 30 likes.
Oh no.
So, come on, host.
Okay. Is there any particular motion I have to go in, or is it just
Talk to
side to side?
Talk to your chat, host.
Chat, what are we thinking? Do we do the very rapid, or we do the slow shimmy?
Right up, 'cause we didn't
Keep going. Just do the shimmy.
All right, shimmy time. we're shimmying.
Get the hands up.
We're shimmying. We're having fun. We're 1 like away from 40. Get that to 40.
At least it wasn't 100 and you Jacob, at least it wasn't 100 and you had to do the dad dance.
True. Oh, 40 likes. Now you got to shimmy.
There you go. Get the sun dance.
Huh? Ah.
Okay.
Okay, back to the more boring host. Bye, everyone.
Bye, Jacob.
Sit down.
Oh, what's up, everybody? Welcome back
Can
to
we
the
have the
real
good
show.
host back? Can we have the good host back?
The host. Yeah, he's on his way to the Oscars. Oh, that was funny. So the real shimmy goes a little something like this. So thank you all for the 40 likes. I apologize for the other host, but the real host is back now. So there we go. Thank you guys. I told you all stream. We do things a little differently here, and that's how.
How was
we
your
roll.
nachos?
So all right, it's time because the game's going to be coming back very shortly. Predictions, Triton. Where do you think this game is going to go? Do you think it's going to stay?
I'm going to go 5-2 Leafs.
5-2 Leafs. 5-2 Leafs. Oh, it's Elvis intermission. All right, cool, Dallas. Did he do blue suede shoes yet? Uh-huh.
What about Jailhouse Rock?
Jailhouse Rock. There you go. Bibbs Kids in the house. What's going on, Bibbs Kids? So, 3-1. Dina says Dallas is 4-1. Let us
Next
know
time
your
you can sing
prediction.
host is Love Me Tender.
Love me tender, love me
Oh
do.
my God, sorry.
I don't know the words.
All right, so I'll let
Thank
you
you.
go.
Thank you very
You
much.
listen to me
No more.
All right. There's a hockey game going on. Oh, gosh. Whew. What was in those nachos?
I told you I would.
So you going, sorry, you said 4-2 Toronto?
No, I said 5-2 Toronto.
5-2. 5-2 Toronto. I can't find my pen, so I'm just going to have to remember you said that. We all know how well that goes.
Yeah, we all know how that's what. Oh, but before we go, is Jacob still around?
Jacob's still
Oh,
around.
I'm very still around.
Hang on. Come
Jake,
back.
next time we have a stream, can you make sure your dad has his sippy cup?
Oh
I
yeah.
have my sippy cup.
No, we'll
Well,
get
it
you
didn't
one.
prevent the water leak. You need a better sippy cup.
I'll make sure to spill it again.
Yeah, thanks. Gator Ghost, what's going on?
Oh, he did do Jailhouse Rock and Blue Suede Shoes.
Nice. Awesome.
Nice. All right, so I'll see everybody in the chat as we get ready to resume the game, right?
All right. Thank you, Triton, as always, for joining us. And of course, if you have not subscribed to this man, how far are you? Are you 5, 4?
I am. Let me refresh. I think we are at 3 subscribers now to 600.
3 subscribers. He's 3 subscribers away from 600. So this many away from this many. So do me a favor. Go over. We'll get the link in the chat. Go over. Hit subscribe. He does such a great job. He did a huge Disney Dreamlight Valley stream today showing us around and how to play. He does lots of video games, VR, technology. So go on, hit subscribe, check him out. Let's get him to 600 tonight, and it'll be awesome. So thank you, Triton, for coming in, hanging out like you do at second period intermission. We're going to see what's going to happen here in the third, and Triton, we'll talk to you real soon.
All right, thank you for having me. I'll see you in the chat.
All right, that is our good friend AAU Triton. Oh, man. Whew. Escaped, forgot tonight was a home game. Nice. Yeah, Tampa was off. They were having a little bit of a shaky start, but I think they're coming back. I'm going to have to update all the out-of-town scores. Let's get back over to our game screen as they are just about ready to go time. Here it is. Puck is dropped. Toronto's going to win that. They're going to send it around. If you're just coming in late, it is 3-1 Maple Leafs, and the period is just getting going. Jets have possession of the puck. They're going to carry it around, bringing it right into Toronto zone. Mete is there to cut it off and sweep it around. Brody misses it. Far side. Jets tried to fire it across. Was Nate Schmidt, and he fanned on it. Here's Mete. He's going to try the other side. He gets it out and around. Jets controlling in the early moment. Only game I can get on TV. Coming out and down the ice. Jets back to pick it up. Tampa Bay ahead 4-3. We're going to update all of the out-of-town scoreboard scores momentarily. Here they come. The Jets trying to charge in. They do for a moment. Toronto is able to get it out and down the ice. Dallas up now 4-2 over Montreal. LA Kings now losing as Washington has 3 goals storming back. Washington leading 3-2. Big shot in front. Toronto trying to save it. Samsonov. Quick shot and a nice save. Another shot coming through Samsonov. Had to be sharp. Wheeler coming in with some shots. Pittsburgh, Columbus all tied at 3s. In Philly, 2-0 over Nashville. So you're going to get those scores added up. Have Leafs on, Bolts are not on. Gator, that is crazy. In your area, they don't even have the Tampa Bay game on television. Wild. But at least you get this game and you can watch along. Thank you all for being here. Appreciate it. Couple more likes away to 45. Puck is dropped, battling through in the corner. Toronto wins it. Now here comes the Leafs. They're going to break out. Long flip high and all the way down the ice. In the corner, Perfidi, he's going to send it down. This could be an icing call, as Justin Hall's going to get there first. Icing is called, and they're going to bring this all the way back down the ice. They were battling hard. One of the stories out of Winnipeg this year was real interesting. Blake Wheeler had the C taken away. Not something you see all the time. Blake Wheeler had the C taken away. Winnipeg has decided they're not going to go with a captain this year. They're going to kind of captain by committee. So a very interesting situation there, and Blake Wheeler has handled it quite well. Here comes Matthews. Matthews cutting in with the backhander. Again, nowhere near the net. So Matthews, I think, needs to adjust his prescription. Here's a quick shot there by Marner, and that's going to go high and over the net into the mesh. So we get a stoppage. Matthews has been all over the place tonight with his shot. He's gone wide left. He's gone wide right. I know the Winnipeg Jets are getting their sticks in front of him. He's been physical tonight. Matthews has been laying the body, so he really has been getting involved. So he's got 4 shots, 12 shot attempts, and he has 2 assists tonight. The entire city, the entire province waiting for Matthews to score. Here's a wraparound from Simmons. Getting close. Toronto holding it in. High slot. Shot. Again, Simmons there on top of it, but Hellebuyck is going to make the saves. Taking a quick look at the hockey pool to report again the 9th and 10th place have flip-flopped. Jordan's Disney Wish drops down again into 10th, and What the Puck is moved up into 9th. Up in the top, California Golden Seals still holding on the lead with Detroit's Damien's Dazzling Dogs just a couple of points back. So back and forth action in the fantasy hockey pool tonight. Toronto wins the draw, gets it back, top of the circle. 1 shot. Comes back to the point. Kempf, he's going to take another shot high, and that's deflected up and over. Simmons in the corner, pushing the Jet player aside. Now here comes. DeMello couldn't control it. Kyle Connor is going to carry it out. Passes it across. In the corner. Sandin in there, banging away at it. Puck's going to roll the M boards, pass across. Stanley sends it in. Winnipeg looking to pick it up. In the slot, just off the side of the circle, big shot by Connor, and that's going to go just wide. And another shot in the chest of Samsonov, and he's going to grab onto that. Scheifele coming at Simmons with a cross check, and the linesman grabbed them quite quickly. So I'm not sure what Simmons did to Scheifele, but Scheifele turned around with a vicious cross check. So they're giving Clifford 2 minutes for unsportsmanlike. Oh, Scheifele blocked that right off the top of his foot, Sandin's shot. So I'm trying to see exactly what happened to Simmons. Oh, so as Scheifele was coming across, Simmons kind of steps in and gives him a little shot. Scheifele retaliates, so they're going to send Simmons. Simmons is going to go off for 2 minutes for unsportsmanlike conduct. Scheifele doesn't get anything on the retaliation. Sorgi, what's going on? Welcome in. Excuse me, choking on nachos. So the Jets back up on the power play. They win the draw. They're going to send it back around. In the corner, Jets chipping it back. Coming out front. Here's Scheifele sending it into the slot. That's deflected just wide. Giordano chasing it down in the corner. They can't. Toronto gets it out and clears. A nice play by the Leafs. Out and down the ice. Again, thank you everyone for coming in and hanging out. We appreciate you being here. Cheering on the Phillies. Yeah, Phillies making a nice little run. In the corner. Chipping it back to the point. Pionk's going to hold it in. Here comes Wheeler in the front. The one-timer missed. It's another shot, and that's deflected off the post. So another poster, and just can't find the way in. I know, I got to get a better post noise. Here comes the Jets. Right back. 1 minute to go in the power play. Quick shot, and that's going to be just wide. Morgan, we kind of did it early. We kind of did it at the intermission. We had some shimmy fun. Well, I wish I could get those points, but I've got a whole lot of... All right, buddy. We'll see you later. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate it. Go Phillies. So coming closer and closer, Dubois again puts it right under the glove and just dings that goalpost. So Dubois, who had that first goal early today, getting close almost for his second. Here it is. Puck is dropped, scrambling away. Comes loose to the point. Winnipeg keeps it in. Excuse me. Sending it around the net. Coming out in front. Nice stick there by Kempf to knock it away momentarily. But they recover. Back to the point. Morrissey sending it over. Scheifele. Big shot. Rebound is there. And Justin Hall makes a good play. Now it's stolen away. Austin Reese makes a good play following up, and Toronto's able to get it out. Now they're going to go change defenders. 20 seconds left to go in the power play. Here they come, working it through. Going to chip it through. Winnipeg coming in the slot. Passing back and forth. Samsonov is down, sliding all over the place. He finally recovers. Here's a shot. And that's going to be knocked into the corner. Back to the far side. Morrissey, cross ice. Kyle Connor carrying it around. That's going to do it. Power play is expired, but the Jets still putting pressure on. Big shot, and Samsonov's going to make the save and hold that tight in the chest. So the Leafs kill that power play, and they're going to go back to even strength. Ladies and gentlemen, let me take a moment to tell you about one of our partner channels, FPEN Sports. They cover the New York Rangers. They do lots of other stuff on their channel. So check them out, FPEN Sports. They also have their main station, the Florida Park Explorers, and they are in the Disney parks every single day just about. So if you love Disney, you want to check out the parks, check out the Florida Park Explorers. Here comes Toronto, carrying it back in. It's over to Nick Robertson. Robertson carrying it around. He kind of gets hauled up again. Long pass. Here come the Jets. Victor Mete is going to intercept that one and knock it down. Back to Robertson. Robertson's going to play it back. Long pass. Here's Tavares, the captain, looking for the hat trick. Takes a shot and gets it knocked down. Mete comes up, and he's going to put that puck in deep. Some big collisions there. Tavares picking up the puck in the corner. Gets it over to Robertson. He's going to take another bump. Tavares has it, and he's going to turn it over, and this line's going to go for a change. Doing a really good job. Here come the Jets. They're going to flip it down into the corner. Riley gets it. Chips it over to Marner. Here's Mitchell. Mitchell's carrying it up. Long headband pass. Chipping it through. They're whacking at it. Bunting can't get it down deep. Comes all the way back. Here's Brody. Brody tries to hit Bunting. It was in his feet. Here come the Jets. Working their way in through. 3 men high. Sliding it through the crease. Coming up. They're going to pass it back again. Jets getting some quality time, but their passing is just going everywhere. Off the boards and out. Toronto's going to get a chance to regroup as the Jets bring it back into their own zone. Now they're going to send it all the way down. Samsonov's going to come out to stop it and play it ahead to Brody. Brody chips it over to Riley, gets it back. Here's Brody. Brody, long pass. Here comes Toronto, getting it ahead. Here's Kerfoot. Kerfoot, top of the circle, takes the shot, and that's going to miss and go high. Hall is going to keep it in, putting it down deep. Back around Aston Reese behind the net. He's battling in there, has it taken away. Here come the Jets. Kerfoot tried to get a stick in the way. Justin Hall tries to break it up. Justin Hall's going to take his man into the boards. Good play. Going to reverse it around. 12 and a half to go here in the third period. Shots are tied 24 apiece, but the Leafs have a 3-1 lead. Here comes the Jets circling through the neutral zone. Going to cut in. Samsonov out to play it. He's going to play it to the point. There's Tavares. He's going to get it out. Robertson looking to steal the puck. He does. Gets it ahead. Little bump pass to Tavares. Tavares, one man to beat. Little toe drag, circling around, dragging. Nice little move there by Tavares. He's feeling the mojo tonight. Here's Robertson sending it in. Nylander sending it in. That hits a leg and is kicked out. Nylander back to pick it up. Nice to see Tavares with a big jump like he has tonight. Here comes Winnipeg stepping over the line, bringing it in. Quick shot. That's going to be deflected wide. Winnipeg playing it right back in. Jets putting pressure. Kyle Connor wheeling and dealing, circling it around. Passing it back across. Winnipeg has to knock it down. Playing it into the corner. Mete misses his man. Here comes the one-timer and a nice save by Samsonov. The offensive zone time is closing. Toronto used to have a 2-minute advantage. It's now about 1 minute and 10 seconds. Sending it across. Tavares is going to pick that up and intercept it. Look out. Playing for it in the slot. Simmons is going to clear that out. So they're going to go and finish their line change, get some fresh legs on the ice. Jets have control. Jets have been controlling for the last couple moments. Here comes Winnipeg. Bring it in. They're going to send this one down deep. Marner going to bank it off. Riley trying to give it around. Here's Brody now. Everybody's getting involved in this puck just to get it out. Finally comes down. Mitch Marner in there to forecheck. He misses point. Coming back around. Clifford is coming back to help out. Clifford chips it away. Clifford now gives it away. Here comes Winnipeg. One shot. Nice save. Rebound. Feeds it in the slot, and Riley gets back to bury them out. Clifford, was almost caused a disaster. Here's Riley sending it in for Matthews. He missed the tip. On the far side, it's going to come out. Justin Hall bumps it to Marner. Marner's going to backhand this one high into the corner. Matthews is going to go in there first. Matthews gets wrapped up there. In the corner, Bunting trying to work through. Bunting got it across, but Winnipeg steals. Toronto just hits it right back in. Goaltender out to play it. Now they're wrapping it around the boards. Long chase for it. Sandin is back. Gives it to Justin Hall. Hall has a man chasing him. He has to go high off the boards. Yarncroc is there. Going to play it back to Justin Hall. 10 minutes to go. 10 minutes to go here in the third period. Here comes Toronto working their way through. Comes in and they get stolen. Sandin brings it back. Going to wrap it around for Victor Mete. Mete gets it to Yarncroc. Yarncroc to Kerfoot. Kerfoot, he's going to chip this in. Back around, they're going to bank it off the boards. Taking a long look. Here's a long stretch pass. Misses everybody. This is going to come the length of the ice and be an icing call. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you about another one of our partner channels. He is the Pete McDevitt Show. If you're interested in football, in baseball, basketball, and Disney, Pete does it all. Definitely check him out on the Pete McDevitt Show. He is calling almost every baseball game. He's going nonstop with the baseball playoffs right now. So if you like the YouTube play-by-play watch-alongs, check him out for baseball and football. He is really, really good at what he does. Here it is. Winnipeg has it back in their own zone, trying to play it around. Toronto trying to hold it in. They do. Nylander in the corner. Nylander circling around. He's going to roll it around behind the net. Far side Tavares. He has it knocked off his stick. Coming out and back. All the way down the ice. What a play there. Robertson coming back, making a huge defensive play again. Waiting. Robertson to Nylander. Oh, it was there. Nylander on the deflection. Just punts that just wide. Great play, Nick Robertson. Yet again. That play looked very much like the play we saw against Dallas in overtime. Here's Simmons with the puck. He's going to leave it there. Brody's going to send this up ice. Long pass. Gets working through. Here's Pionk. Sending it around. Samsonov is out to play it. Look out. Samsonov is getting caught. He's backwards. He's holding it out. Yikes. That was an ugly play. Very, very close. Very close. Dallas goes up 5-2. Washington now up 4-3. These games going back and forth. In the corner, Toronto has it in the Jet zone, but the Jets are going to come away with it. 4-3, Pittsburgh moves ahead. Sandin in the corner, passing it around. Here comes Winnipeg. Winnipeg trying to get out, trying to make something happen in the last few minutes of this game. Time is not in their favor. 7:45 to go. Sandin's going to roll this all the way down on net. Hellebuyck's going to play it ahead. Here comes Lowry. He's going to carry it ahead. He's going to drop it off there. Going to get it back behind the net. Coming out in front. Look out. Took a funny hop over the net and came out in front, but the Jets are able to control it. Long shot tipped into the chest of Samsonov, and he's going to grab and hold on to that one. Samsonov locking in. He's getting caught out of his net, though. He needs to just stay in his net. Made a great play there with his feet to kind of kick that one through. Now, we talked about it earlier, ladies and gentlemen. Our 3K giveaway is open. The contest is running. We're going to be closing it over the next week. So make sure that you find the giveaway video and follow all the steps so you can get in and qualify to win a brand new smartwatch. We're going to look to do more giveaways coming soon, so you never know what may drop. So keep an eye open. Lots of new exciting giveaways coming very soon. So thank you for all the support getting us over 3K, and I can't wait to award someone a brand new watch. As well, we're going to be looking at the schedule for this week. Toronto is hitting the road. They are going to be doing a West Coast trip. So we got a couple 10 o'clock starts. We're not going to be doing those games. We're going to look to see what other games we get in our area that are 7 o'clock or 7:30 starts. And we'll bring you a couple of different teams this week. And then, of course, we'll be right back at it next weekend. We're trying to take a look to see the Leafs play back-to-back nights, Saturday and Sunday. Right now, it's looking like we're going to be doing the Sunday game versus the Anaheim Mighty Ducks. So we'll keep an eye out for those streams to be scheduled, and you can join us. It'll be really exciting to see what the Ducks have in store, as they are a fun team of youngsters to watch. Taking a look, Lightning up 5-3 now, 5-3, as they are just moving on up, moving ahead. The Lightning coming on strong. They need to start getting some points on the board, climb out of the bottom of the Eastern Conference. So here in this game, it's 3-1 Toronto. Time is starting to tick away on the Winnipeg Jets. They haven't played bad. Toronto going ahead. They have 2 power play goals tonight. So they're looking real good. The Jets have been playing well. Just a few bounces going Toronto's way. Right off the draw, here's a shot. That's going to go just wide. Winnipeg have it in the Leaf zone. Back to the point, taking a long shot. Hits a body in front. Can't get through. Shots are actually 28-25 now in terms of Winnipeg. Here's a quick shot, and that's stolen. Matthews defensively helping out. Matthews going to pass it off to Bunting. Bunting, bring it in. He shoots. Oh, it hit the side of the net. I thought that was in for a second. Coming back around in front to Matthews in the slot. He fanned on it. Every time Matthews has been in a great shooting position, he just doesn't seem to get all of the puck. I bet you it's a mental game for him right now. Coming back, it's going to roll out. The Jets have a miscommunication. They have to back it up and pick it up. 6.5 to go now. 6.5 to go. Matthews, he has 1 goal on the season, Gordon. Only 1. Stolen by Tavares. Right. He kicks that ahead to Robertson. Robertson, backhander to Nylander. Nylander coming in a little dipsy-do, and he can't get the shot off. Tavares looking for the hat trick here tonight. He's got 2. Here comes Winnipeg coming in. Nice little hip check there from Sandin. Stolen by the Jets. They bring it back. Passing it across. Long shot. Big rebound again. And that comes out to Nylander. Here's Robertson. Gets it to Tavares. Tavares coming in. He forgot the puck, so he gets slowed down. Under 6 to go now. The Jets trying to figure out how can they beat Samsonov. Samsonov has been out of position. He hasn't been solid tonight. They have to find a way. Here they come, the Jets playing it down. Mete back to pick it up. Mete going to go around the boards. Here's Kerfoot. Kerfoot setting it across to Brody. It hits his skate and kind of pops up a little bit. Back over. Barron's going to send it around. Winnipeg's holding it in. Winnipeg moving it around. Pass comes across. Far side. There's a shot. Samsonov saw it last moment. Just got his arm on it. Here's Yarncroc. He's going to chip it out. Kerfoot is racing down. Kerfoot and Stanley are going to play it back. Winnipeg comes away with it. 5 minutes to go now. 5 minutes to go here in the third period. Coming in. Big shot on Samsonov. Takes it in the chest. Off Stanley's shot. And he's going to grab and hold on to that one. Wow. They're going to take another commercial break. A lot of commercials here down the stretch. So, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for hanging out tonight. Thanks for being here. This has been a lot of fun as the Leafs finally are up. There it is. Morgan's calling out Matthews to the show. And McDavid has like 10. Yeah, Gordon, I don't know what's going on with Matthews. I know he had a slow start last year, but he's just he's not looking real right. He's looking a little slow, and he's just not capitalizing on some of these opportunities. He's had a couple open nets with the one-timers where he just has fanned on it, or he's connected and he's driven it way wide. I'm not exactly sure what's going on. Same with Marner. Marner has just been off his game. It's kind of funny. It really stands out because the both of them have been off. And so it kind of makes you wonder, is it one of them that's impacting the other? Are they both just in their heads? But they need to get this sorted out real quick. John Tavares has been exceptional tonight. He's been really great. Really great. Now, Matthews does have a couple of points tonight, so he's still getting some points. But Tavares has been the guy. Nick Robertson has made some good plays. Nylander has made some decent plays. But it's been all about John Tavares tonight, which is pretty awesome. It's pretty cool to see. But we still got time left. We're under 5 to go. There's an opportunity that Winnipeg can get back in here. Samsonov has been a little all over the place. He hasn't been very controlled, so we'll have to see what he can do. Thank you for the likes. We're 4 likes away from 50 likes. So if you haven't hit that like, definitely give that like a clickety-click. We know it's a Saturday night. We know everybody is busy and has their plans. So those of you that are hanging out and spending time with us tonight, we appreciate it so much. So thank you for hanging out with us as always. Charlie, good evening. I'd love to see Matthews get tough and do something to get himself going. Yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure. You'd love to see, I know he's had a couple big hits tonight. You'd love to see him just really rock somebody and wake himself up. So it's a scramble draw. Winnipeg's going to win it. They're going to come back to the point, and their point man missed it. Morrissey missed it, and it comes all the way back into the Jets territory. Here comes the Jets now. They're going to break in. Winnipeg circling around. 4:44. The count is on. The clock is moving. Here's Tavares. He's going to steal it again. I have a feeling we're going to see a lot of this second line in the last few minutes as we want to see Tavares potentially get that hat-trick goal. Nylander tying it up, stepping on it, stepping on the puck, looking to kick it out. Now he gets knocked off of it. Tavares can't squeeze behind the net, and the net's going to come off. Here's Nylander. He's going to knock it away from Scheifele. Scheifele, backhand to the far side. And we got the play whistled down as the net is off in the Winnipeg zone. So it comes down in the Toronto end, and they finally blow it down as they're going to fix the net at the far side. Gator goes, that's hysterical. That's really funny. So the Jets now are going to have a face-off in the offensive zone. They didn't have control of it. Toronto had control of the puck, but because the whistle went, they're going to allow, this draw to be in Toronto zone. So kind of a bizarre play. Here we go. David Kempf, he's going to win the draw cleanly, gives it to Hall. Hall and Sandin kind of run into each other, was sitting in Sandin's feet. He goes around far side. Toronto, nice play, gets it ahead. Here's Justin Hall leading the rush. Big Justin Hall bringing it in. He's just going to roll it down behind the net for Yarncroc. It's picked up by the Jets. Jets starting to work it up. Kind of hits a couple of skates. Everyone's looking around for it. And it kind of falls behind the defenseman. Little hit in the corner there from Hall. Back to the point. Long shot looking for the deflection. That goes just wide. In the corner, David Kempf laying a body. He's going to steal it. Nice move, David Kempf. Trying to get it over to Sandin, having some struggles. The puck is behind the net. 2 Jets are behind the net. Kempf's going to kick it around. Sandin has to get there. Sandin plays it out. No, he doesn't. Now he comes back to Sandin. He's going to backhand this one up and down the ice. It's gloved by the Winnipeg defender, and he's going to bring it down. 3 minutes to go. 3 minutes to go. As Sandin has it back for Toronto. Shots are 32-25 for Winnipeg. So the Matthews, Marner, and Bunting line comes back on the ice. Long pass. Winnipeg going to bring this one back down into Toronto territory. Brody in there to pick it up. Eludes one hit. Empty net for Winnipeg. It's an empty net for Winnipeg. Here's Marner. Marner tries to chip it up. He gets it past. Here's Bunting racing for it. Bunting has an empty net, and he scores on the backhand. Michael Buntcake Bunting. Michael Bunting gets on the board. Nice little goal. He thought Morrissey was going to grab that, but he absolutely picks it up, and Bunting, a little backhander, just slides it in. Can we make it 4? We did. Nice, Jonathan. Welcome in, Jonathan. Nice little goal. Good for Michael Bunting. Even though it's an empty net goal, it's always nice for the confidence to continue to build. He was looking for Matthews. You watch the replay. He was looking for Matthews, but he couldn't get it over to him. But Matthews picks up another assist. So Matthews picking up lots of assists here in the first few games. Marner and Matthews getting the assists here. Simmons gets it over to Clifford. Clifford loses control. Winnipeg going to chip it ahead. Couple big collisions there. There it is. Morgan bringing the bunt cake gif up on the screen. Giordano playing it ahead. Here's Toronto. Long pass. Clifford's going to send it up, and he's going to go for a change. Simmons is going to dump it in. Now he goes for a change. Washington with the comeback win. Wow. Big win for the Caps. 2-0 now, Philly. Here's Sandin. He has it back in the Toronto zone. It's a 4-1 lead. Going to spin it around. Here's Nylander. Nylander going to carry it up. He's going to take the shot off. Didn't look for Tavares. I thought he would. Tavares with 2 goals tonight. Winnipeg putting it through. Trying to get it out. They can't. In the corner, Tavares comes in to pick it up. Tavares gives it back to Aston Reese. Aston Reese to Tavares in the slot. Tavares is going to turn and shoot. That's going to be knocked aside by Hellebuyck. Here's Nylander. He gets kind of pushed off the puck. Tavares going to bounce it back to Hall. Back to Tavares. Tavares. Long pass for the streaking Sandin, but he couldn't get the shot off. Last minute.
Last minute of play in this period.
All the way back. Brody has it. 1 like away from 50 likes. Hit that like button for me. And of course, if you're new and you're just coming in, hit the subscribe. We're going to have lots of Leaf action all season long. 40 seconds to go. Here's Sandin. He's going to dump it in. Gets it over to Clifford. He's going to roll it in. I'm surprised to see this grind line on here in the closing moments. Big hit there by Simmons in the corner. Here comes Winnipeg. They're going to dump this in. 23 seconds. Riley picks it up. He's going to send it around. Simmons takes a look. Simmons is going to carry it. He eludes a hit. Couple players going after Simmons there. And they're finally going to skate away now. Simmons is going to go to the bench. They're going to change it up. 10 seconds to go on the clock. Toronto's going to hold on to win their road trip. Win another victory for the Maple Leafs. And there it is. The game is done. The Leafs win. The Leafs win. The Leafs win. Wow. So they move up to 4-2. A nice big win. That's going to help build the confidence. Why did they pull their goalie for? So, Gordon, they were hoping when Winnipeg pulled their goalie earlier, they were hoping they could get a couple goals to squeak through, but they weren't able to make it happen. Let's flip back over and take a look at the stats for this game. But before we do that, it's my new favorite segment.
And now, the 3 stars of the game.
For the 3rd star of the game. Wow, it was tough. It was tough to see who is worthy of the 3rd star appearance, but I'm going to have to give it to Pierre-Luc Dubois. Pierre-Luc Dubois from the Winnipeg Jets. He had 1 goal, 1 assist. He was a +1 with 2 penalty minutes, 5 shots, 4 hits, and a 45% face-off advantage, all in 19 minutes of play. So that's a pretty strong showing by Pierre-Luc Dubois tonight. My second star, the second star of tonight's game, he didn't play that well, but I'm going to have to give him the second star, Austin Matthews. Matthews with 3 assists. 3 assists, he was a +1, 4 shots on net, 2 hits, and 44% in the faceoff circle, all in 19 minutes and 27 seconds. So Austin Matthews, the third star. And no doubt about it, leading the way, the number 1 star, the captain, John Tavares, with 2 goals. And he had 4 shots on net, including 1 hit, and a 73% average in the faceoff circle, all within only 16 minutes, 25 seconds of ice time. John Tavares, star number 1. So Tavares, Matthews, and Pierre-Luc Dubois, the 3 stars for tonight's game. Now, looking down all the scoring, here's how it broke out. Pierre-Luc Dubois started the scoring with his second from Perfidi and Wheeler. Then Tavares got his second from Nylander and Matthews. Then David Kempf put the Leafs up from Simmons and Clifford. Then John Tavares, his third of the year, his second of the game from Matthews and Sandin. Then the empty netter, Michael Bunting, his second of the year from Marner and Matthews. Winnipeg led in shots, 32-28. Toronto led in the faceoff circle, 52% to 48. Toronto also goes 2 for 3 on the power play. Jets were 0 for 3. Winnipeg, though, crushing them in the hits, 29-17. Also in blocks, 18 blocks to 12 for Toronto. So not a good game in the block department. Now, the last thing to talk about, let me do a quick refresh here. The standings for the fantasy pool. California Golden Seals barely hanging on. Actually, no, they've moved up a couple points. Hanging on out of first place over Detroit Damien's Dazzle Dogs. Jordan's Disney Wish sitting 1 point behind What the Puck for last place. So those two battling it out. And of course, yours truly sitting right towards the bottom, not doing well at all. So those are the fantasy stats. Those are the game stats. What a game it was for Toronto. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us and liking and subscribing all night long. Keep an eye open for the next stream. We're going to have that scheduled real soon. We're going to take it to the calendar and see what games are coming up this week, and we'll get those posted. We'll also drop a note in the community section and let you know what those games are. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you for everything, as always, for your support. It means the world to us. Free Tim Hortons giveaway, Gator Ghost. Awesome. I could so go for some Tim Hortons, but we will have some hockey card giveaways coming up very soon. Of course, our 3K giveaway is running. That's going to wrap up at the end of the month. From all of us here at the Samwelb12 Experience, again, thank you for your support. We appreciate it, and we will see you all real soon. Good night, everybody.